Someone tell me I'm live on YouTube, please. Someone tell me. I got trust issues now. I got trust issues and I don't know if I'm live on YouTube. Boba drunk, good tidings. Good tidings. Okay, it seems to be working. It genuinely seems to be working. But like, you can never really tell. Canoe, am I live? Am I genuinely live on YouTube? Let me blast him a little bit. Lamatar, good tidings. I hear you. Oh, let's go. Oh, thanks for the double dip, Nefni. Good tidings, good tidings. This is, this is how you know, like, I got trust issues. It's because YouTube doesn't work once, and I have to reset the stream key once, and then for the rest of my life, I'm probably gonna be like, yo, is YouTube working? All right, let me blast this, let me blast the stream link in a lot of different places. You gotta send it in the Mahjong Soul Discord. Jade Room Games. I mean, I don't know if Yostar is a particular fan of the language Who Up destroying the Dora right now, but like, they know what they're doing with some of these events. I think they expect some Dora to be destroyed, if you know what I mean. One day all of chat should pretend they cannot hear me. Honestly, collective action works. If that happened, I would capitulate immediately. Life's Hero, good tidings. Limex, good tidings. Not enough. No, Boba. No, we can't say that. No. Oh boy. Oh man. I genuinely. Jason, man, how's it going? If I sound a little sleepy, this never happens. This is how you know that I'm just like spiritually a little zonked for a second. Redder Notes, good tidings. I took a, like, I didn't really take a nap, but I like took a 2-minute nap. I was just like lying on the couch before stream started and I fell asleep. Like, thank God thank God. Thank God I just woke up. I'm gonna have a Hololive moment. Suddenly, Fabuki is gonna be streaming Minecraft until I wake up. Who's with me? Can I get a 1 in the chat if you understand the reference? April Fool's is on a Wednesday. We should like pretend to be good at video games next April Fool's. we should do a real. I should just like pretend to be Shroud and play like an FPS game. Lissix, good tidings. Biku, good tidings. Very drunk Oni, good tidings. Pavement, good tidings. Looney on YouTube, good tidings. Holy frick! I mean, you gotta send it. You gotta send it. The Jeff Whaley, good tidings. New Gap Malo, Rye again. Evie is my dog. Jank Bungus, roaming on YouTube. Luckily I have the time right now. Before we really get in the weeds, before we really start clicking and clacking these tiles with the other demons and devils in the Jade Room, we got time to say hello to everyone. I feel bad. I feel like I've been ignoring. I mean, it was one collab stream, Yusong, but I felt bad because I wasn't able to be like, you know, how's everyone's weekend on a scale of 1 to 5? Like, I don't know. Instead, I had to use 110% of my brain power just to seem functionally normal to everyone else. Mada on YouTube, good tidings. Old school RuneScape stream incoming. Out, good tidings, good tidings. All right, are we good? Turn my headphones up. I'm scared today because number one, like I don't know if it's even like mathematically possible for this stream, for this continuation of Destroy Dora December to live up to Monday stream where we literally like we run this town. You know what I mean? Like genuine like Kanye West, Jay-Z, Rihanna? Yeah, run this town. Jay-Z. Yeah, Rihanna was on this. I felt so in control of every single game. I don't know if that's mathematically possible. So what I'm trying to say is, would you still love me if I was a worm? I'm also gonna take a quick second to just like clean my glasses real quick. I'll talk about this in a second, but my glasses get so dirty, and I also like. I hope you know that streaming is good and it's cool and whatever, you know, in some people's eyes. But like, I hope you know that every 30 minutes before every single stream, I am in the bathroom splashing water on my head, trying to get my hair to be in an okay shape. That's true, by the way. Holy moly. Okay, didn't wipe all the glasses cleaner from my glasses. That's classic. Fallen Lions, good tidings, good tidings. Do I watch Dota 2 tournaments? No, I watch League of Legends tournaments, which is worse. I watched the free-to-play documentary about the Dota Invitational, but that's old school news at this point. You know what I mean? Kegs, drag, excuse me. But am I pronouncing it right for the first time? Chewy Carapace, good tidings. Biku, good tidings. The Whooper, Theo La Zombie, Tectonic. Good tidings, good tidings. Okay, let me wipe the glasses cleaner from my hands, and then we're gonna get the show on the road. Gaming, Fenton Riichi on YouTube, good tidings, good tidings. Rachel Bunnies, good tidings. All right, we gotta send it. Take a sip of the San Pellegroni. I am streaming Mahjong 3 days in a row. Am I about to explode? I mean, only time will tell. I'm scared. It could be too much Zhong, but is there such a thing as too much of a good thing? Obviously, yes. Why is the screen entirely dark? Where is everything? Folks! It's the continuation of Destroy Dora December, okay? We can't let up now. We're only 3 streams in. We're only 3 days into December. I've streamed Mahjong every single day. Now, that's not the point of Destroy Dora December. Destroy Dora December is that I'm only planning on streaming Mahjong Soul on Mondays and Wednesdays of my usual Monday, Wednesday, Friday streams. But we played Mahjong every single day of December. We're going back into the Jade Room. I hope everyone's having a good night or morning or the time of day wherever you are. I need to tamp down your expectations, okay? Last time on Dragon Ball Z, last time when we were on Monday's stream, we got B to B to B first places. That is, what am I? Numot the Nummy farming Avatar, The Last Airbender collector boxes on MTG Arena? That's a reference for like 3 people. Look, I don't know. I don't know if lightning will strike 6 times in the same position, you know? So I'm scared. I think statistically we are due. I think statistically we are due, parentheses, derogatory. I think statistically we're about to get smite down. Smoked down by the lords that live on Mount Yostar. You know what I mean? Anyway, hope everyone's having a good day. I'm having a good day. I did take a little nap before stream unintentionally. I literally was just on the couch before stream trying to like take a breather. I straight up clonked out. That's not even a thing that people say. I straight up, I don't know. I was honk shooing for like 2 good minutes. I was telling the stream right before this. Hang on. Oh, man. This ain't my dad. This is a cell phone. This hand is good, right? I want to be able to keep the... Oh, no, I can't pawn that. Can I pawn that? No. A Tribe Called Quest playing Mahjong be like, can I pawn that? I really just want to chi into some stuff right now. Oh, man, I feel like... This is really greedy. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but it's a little greedy. I want to keep the Dora and I want to keep the red 5. I have no idea what our pair is going to be. It might even just have to be the 4 of bamboo if we're going to use the 7 of circles and everything. But thank you. Sincerely, thank you for your support so far in Destroy Dora December. I was a little I thought the collab went okay. You want to do a little post-mortem on the collab? Here's something that I realized. Uh-oh, hang on. What do I even cut right now? Is this the greediest play of all time? Tell me this isn't the greediest play of all time. This is the greediest play of all time. I'm doing this specifically so I can use red 5 and Dora. We can talk about the collab. I thought it went okay. I also think that, like, I realized that for a lot of the collab, it was just me saying a joke, getting almost nothing, like, as a response, and then me saying nothing, but looking to the camera on my own stream, being like, like that was. I think that was the whole stream. Where I would try to say something, and then like it would get, you know, Luke. If we want to be. If we want to be pedantic about it, it would get lukewarm reception. But Tio May, thank you for the follow. But you've been here for a while. And then whoa, hang on. Okay, no. You gotta single tile Yorker for the 6 of circles. But here's what I didn't realize is that, like, well, here's what happened today. I'm not egotistical enough to watch my own video on Librarian's channel. And this is the Library of Laterno that we're referencing. I'm not egotistical enough to rewatch my own dang stream or my own dang collab, the highlights version, parentheses, Taylor's version, parentheses, Librarian's version on the Library of Laterno. That's disgusting. I don't deserve this. There's no way I deserve this. There's no way. I actually think that someone at Yostar is cheating on my behalf. Like, this is a hand that I should have dealt in 3 tiles ago. I feel that. I feel that. I can't believe that we won this hand. So I'm not egotistical to watch my own stream on someone else's channel, even if it's just highlights. I am egotistical enough to look at the comments, baby. So I was looking I was looking at the comments. I mean, who wouldn't? It's a very human thing. I don't even think it's that egotistical. If anyone knew that someone was talking about them on the internet, they would go look. Anyway, I was in looking at the comments though, in clicking on the video, Refault, good tidings. I realized that, you know, my POV is baked into the Librarian's video. So you see my camera, Northern Lions camera, and Corey's camera. Kate is off camera, and that's, you know, that's totally fine. But you see the 3 webcams like live, you know? And so every time I would make a joke and get really, really scared afterwards, you would just see me like saying something and then so I don't know. I thought it was the reason that I'm laughing is because I thought I was being slick with it. I genuinely thought, like, yeah, I'm slamming the like and subscribe button. This is such an unlikely Riichi to happen. I could have double pair Yorked it on the pair of the 9s and the pair of the 9s. But why do that when I can accept the Dora? You know what I mean? Why do that when I can do Riichi 1 DZ for free? And then it's like, well, I don't know if we're gonna get this hand. Inadvertent Suji trap. That's so good. Now people don't think that I'm waiting with a 5-6 and the 7 of bamboo might actually come out. It's a little spicy. I did cut. Wow! Wow! You were slick on stream? Okay, heck yeah. I'm so glad Evius, my dog, because I was really worried. I was really, really worried. Holy moly. I mean, we could still lose it all. You know what I mean? Like, it would be like a Shakespearean tragedy if we were to lose all of our points, but you know, there's a reason why those tragedies were popular. People eat it up. You know what I mean? Holy moly. The collab was absolutely fine. You mixed really well with NL. I appreciate that. I think there was one moment, and I don't know if this is like gauche to be like talking about this on stream, but there was one moment where I mean, you know me. I am a question asker. I think genuinely one of my favorite things to do, how I show like interest or like, I don't know, one of my favorite things to do is just ask people questions, because I love it when people ask me questions, right? A good question means so much. A good question means like, oh, you listened. A good question means like, oh, you're emotionally curious about what I'm feeling. So I'll go around and ask everyone a question. And then the one moment that I was a little bit scared of was at one point I said like I said, NL, do you blah, blah, blah. And I don't know if people go by like what people go by. I know Kate goes by Kate, and I know Corey goes by Corey, but I don't know if it's NL or Ryan, and I'm not gonna go. I mean, I didn't know what to do. I was thinking about it all day today, and to my own credit, I'm like arguing back with my own brain, like, what am I supposed to say? Oppa? Like, I'm not dropping that in the comms. Like, no freaking way am I doing that. Hang on. I don't think I'm supposed to keep this. I think I'm genuinely just supposed to keep 2 pairs. L to the Ryan to the N. Also, by the way, okay, on YouTube, this is real. This is a complete non sequitur to the social anxiety I was just talking about. But I clicked a button on YouTube. You're gonna be so mad at me when you hear this story, okay? Last stream, I turned on low latency on YouTube, so it should be a little bit faster for when the brain rot leaves my mouth and when the brain rot comes from your computer speakers or from your headphones. Okay, that's really good. That's genuinely super freaking good. I mean, I think this hand is tight, right? Like, I'm one tile away from a little Riichi Pinfu nothing nothing. But a little Riichi Pinfu nothing nothing in the dealers... Turn off the stream right now. Mods, delete the VOD. Mods, remind me to delete the VOD once the stream is over. Mods, remind me to delete private the VOD. Remind me to private the VOD. Sorry, I got stun locked by my disgusting burp. Yeah, disable clips for sure. Anyway, what was I talking about? I thought the collab was fun. So we can just leave it at that, right? I mean, I don't hate this Riichi necessarily. Like, single tile York in it for the 9 of characters isn't that bad. Being able to haphazardly accept the 5 of circles, that's also pretty good. I mean, this is not a great position to be in just because, like, we don't see any red 5s and we don't see any copies of the Dora except for the one that Left Lord cheats. So we know that our hand is kind of valueless. Hamilton voice. That doesn't mean I want him any less. We know that our hand is valueless. Okay. And that someone else's hand is probably giga valuable, right? Rigmarola, Sean Doogie, and Smormy. Thank you so much for the follows. Thank you. So yeah, I thought it was okay. I thought it was good, and I realized that it's like it just takes time. You know what I mean? I think I was a little bit hard on myself the first. No, I thought the first ever collab, I thought that went pretty well. And then the second collab, you didn't want to be around me after that because I was like, this is some classic Yusong BS. I was so down in the dumps. I was like, oh man, nothing like I mean, this is not a very charismatic thing to say. Like usually I'm pretty confident about what I put out on streams and stuff. But I was like, oh no, it went so poorly. You know, and if anyone from there is watching, turn the stream off right now. But I was genuinely like, oh, everyone hates me. No one's gonna, no one's gonna invite me back. So I realized that, you know, you're gonna meet more people doing streaming. I think that's gonna be true. And when and if you do meet more people from streaming, just give yourself some time. I think that expecting yourself to for it to be fireworks immediately with everyone all the time, I think that's unrealistic, and I think that's a recipe for you know, le misère, some misery. You know what I mean? Every single person is my enemy. Hey, Bofa D's nuts. Thank you for the 2 months of Prime. I'll say it. I'll say the full name. You want me to drop the middle name? Bofa D's nuts. Middle name Ligma. Thank you for the 2 months of Prime. I become Baimon Bofa over the past week, but still a 3rd place merchant. Hey, 3rd place merchants. I've been really banging this drum on the YouTube videos, but anything like if you're not a 4th place merchant, you are killing it in Riichi Mahjong. If you are not a 4th place merchant, you are genuinely killing it. Looney on YouTube, Sylvan Tara, Roxar, Dala, good tidings, Medoofus, good tidings, Adam C, good tidings, good tidings. Holy frick, really nice rip on the East Winds, right? It's Seat Wind and Prevalent Wind. We might get to keep the dealer seat if we're nasty with it. Good pawn there. I think it's a little antsy. I think I want to hit the lean first. You know what I mean? Yusong, what are you talking about? I think I just want to confirm the seat win prevalent win before everything else. Anyway, how am I doing today? Thank you so much for asking. I think I'm a little. I think I'm good tired. You know what I mean? I think I'm tired, but I think it's a good tired. I think it's probably. Hang on. Okay, hang on. I mean, I don't know. Hang on. Okay, I think this is correct. I did just bark in the middle of that unintentionally. I did bark out of just pure confusion, and that's concerning. Oh, but this is literally why. Okay, so we had a 3-5-7 shape, right? And we had to cut the 3 of the 7. I was thinking like, oh, for the 5-7, we could go to a 7-8, and that'd be awesome. For the 3-5, we could go to a 2-3, but 2 copies of the one of being bonzos have already been thrown. And so I didn't want to wait for the 1-4. I want to wait for the 6-9. I think that's slightly better odds. You know what I mean? I'm doing okay. I went to the oh, right, Lord, my sweet prince. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is ridiculous. I think something happened in the netcode. I genuinely think something happened in the netcode. Because this is not This is not normal. Like political discourse after the year 2016. Like something is afoot here. You know what I mean? Oh! What is this? This scene is so good. Oh my god. Also, I'm gonna be real with you. So on our channel, we've oft joked about, like, when I go and I talk to anyone, Kuai, good tidings, good tidings. When I go and I stream with someone, collaborate with someone, talk with someone, this is a little bit weird, right? Because I want to pawn this, but then what am I doing? I don't really know what my pair is gonna be. Single tile York? I don't think we single tile York. I think this hand could be a little bit better. And if we just pawn into green DZ, it's instead of Riichi red 5, we have green dragon red 5. You know what I mean? If I just pawn on the green dragon, we get to wait for the 6 or the 9 of characters. And doesn't that feel pretty good? Check his PC. I know, it really feels like something is going wrong here. I don't know. Maybe I'm starting to play Mahjong Soul with RTX on for the first time or something. Pawn! Oh, wait, it's not even that good? Wait, why is it kind of... Wait, why is it kind of bad, though? Why is this kind of bad? Oh, no. How did this happen? Oh, Left Lord just cut some 9 of characters. Well, the good... Oh! Okay, a little bit of a backfire, but that's okay. Sometimes it's gonna happen. You gotta let that roll off your back. A lot of the times before I would collab with someone. Oops. Evil, welcome to the thumbnail. I'm like Yagami, baby. I got the freaking death note and everything. This is evil. This is genuinely evil. Ryuk, when someone writes the North Wind, kill him. Put his name in the notebook. Before I stream with anyone, I've joked around with our community, being like, oh god, just don't say mpreg. You know what I mean? Like literally like months ago, there's video evidence of me being like, I'm about to do a collab. Yusong, be normal. You know a little bit about the Dodgers. Oh my god, how did I pick wrong so many times? How did I pick wrong so many times? Someone's just got a concealed triplet of the... Oh, god. Kawaja, good tidings. Oh, no. Really? I'm about to lose this one? Oh, no. I'm single tile York in it for the Dora now? But this is not a bad hand. It's Green Dragon, Dora, Red 5 in the dealer seat. This is 12,000 points in the dealer seat. I don't know if I'm legally allowed to fold this one. I want to, because I'm scared. But, like, am I? Am I scared, though? Rough. I'm not scared. The Eminem voice, I'm not afraid to take a stand. Tenhou, take good tidings, good tidings. There's video evidence of me saying, okay, Yusong, just be normal, don't say mpreg. But this is the beautiful thing about life and the internet, is that, like, you never know when someone else is gonna say mpreg before you. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, maybe other people can just, like, match your freak and you don't have to do anything about it. This does stink, don't get me wrong. I do deal into a little bit of pain here. But it's a Riichi Pinfu only hand, and if I am to die by any blade, I would like to die by the hilt of Riichi Pinfu. I'm one tile away from Riichi. I can call double Riichi with this hand. This is double Riichi territory. It didn't happen, but for a sec, I was gonna scream. I was literally gonna scream, okay? We have been getting disgusting hands. Someone at YoStar is simping hard right now. And they got a sense of humor, okay? The person at YoStar, they've got a sense of humor. They're not gonna make it easy for me, but they're flirting. They're definitely flirting right now, okay? The YoStar employee who flirts with me is such a funny idea. Waiting on the red dragon is like arguable, you know what I mean? But instead of doing that, I'm gonna give myself more of a chance to sumo my own tile, get a ribber move so I can sumo my own tile. I think this is a good call. Early enough, Riichi 1 Dora, make everybody else kind of struggle with the tiles that with building their hand. Could have waited a little bit. We would have been able to do Riichi Pinfu 1 Dora for a 3 Han slapper, but I don't know if that juice is worth that squeeze. Something opportunity cost, something. Yusong, don't lie to us. You don't know what opportunity cost means. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't realize this was a freaking deposition. And so someone might take the Omegaverse quiz and then they might say mpreg. You know what I mean? And so I guess the moral of the lesson is that, like, you don't need to be worried about being weird. Like, you don't need to be worried about being weird and say something Rule 34-esque. It's more so just being weird socially. You know what I mean? It's not about saying the word mpreg, but it's about saying the word mpreg at the wrong time. And that's what I think. It's a more specific way to say the things that I've been worried about. You know what I mean? Mpreg panopticon. It's a biological reality. Okay. It's just link me to the fan fictions. I'll read them. I got nothing else going on. I think I probably would like them. You know what I mean? Yo, speaking, anyone heard of female mpreg? Okay, that is extremely funny. Speaking of mpreg, I think I gotta start doing kegels, and it's not so I can be like oinking and boinking better. Okay. Here's the real reason. Went to the doctor today. Scary. Yusong doesn't like going to the doctor, but Yusong is a tough little guy and goes to the doctor anyway. Yusong, why infantilize yourself like that? I don't know. It's just been a weird day. 135 is okay, but I want to use the red 5. It's greed. It's greed. You ever pee in a cup? It's so difficult. I realized I had like a near-death experience peeing in a cup today. And by death, I mean like dying of embarrassment. So first of all, like, you know, I didn't do it just because I wanted to. I did it because, you know, they wanted me to. I did it because they wanted me to. And then I was nervous at the doctor's. I think like, but that's fairly normal, right? I think it's pretty normal to be nervous at the doctor's. Yo, Speed Lunky, good tidings, good tidings. And so one in chat if this was a normal question to ask at the doctor's. 2 in chat if this was not a normal question to ask at the doctor's. They told me to pee in a cup, and I said, I don't mean to be rude, but how much pee, like how much urine do you need? Like how much pee like, I was like, what? I can't remember what I said specifically, but I think it was close to what amount. And that's just like an intense thing to say. Extremely normal, right? Looney, no! Okay. Looney. I had to pee in a cup today. It was scary. I'm folding, by the way. And so before I peed in a cup, I was like, how much urine? How much urine do you need? Just because, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're shopping at an open market, if you're shopping at a bazaar, and you're just like, I'd like some plums, they're gonna ask you how many plums. You know, you got to specify the amount. What was that analogy? I don't know. I don't know. But I went to go pee, and this is I'm bringing it back. Okay, I'm genuinely back. Hey doc, how much juice you need? Honestly, yeah. Like I was so nervous that I almost like that's fine. You know what I mean? I always ask that. You're so valid. So I'm glad this is normal because I was like, yeah, like I think I said something like I don't want to be rude because I in my mind I was like I don't want to be crass, right? But how much urine you need? How much piss you want? You know what I mean? How much piss you want? I go to start peeing in a cup. I wasn't expecting it, so it wasn't like I was in the waiting room just like downing water. You know what I mean? But I think that I don't know if there was a plumbing issue in the bathroom or if they were playing something over the speakers, but there was genuinely the sound of running water, and I was like, oh, hacker voice, we're in. Like, this is so good. I really needed this running water. I swear to God. So, and they said you only need a little pee. They said you only need a little pee, okay? That's very important. You only need a little pee. And so I start peeing in the cup, and then I like, it's time to stop peeing in the cup. And I was like feeling confident at this point. I was like, I don't know how to stop peeing. I motion to stop peeing, and I swear to God, my body, instead of stopping to pee, it pisses more. Like more before it completely stops. And I'm telling you, Shakespeare voice, the cup almost overfloweth. And I thank God nothing happened. Thank God nothing happened. Okay, I'm telling you right now, Oh, 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence. I'm. They're handing me Yostar. Someone at Yostar really likes hearing about P. I on the drive home, just driving in silence, I was like, I need to start doing Kegels. Like this is. I need to be able to stop. I'm not about to pee. Like, cause I just. And I'm okay with humiliation. You know what I mean? I stream. You know what? I'm like, I've got a penchant for humiliation, but I'm not about to leave a piss-soaked cup in the little cubby where you leave the cup. This is a game-ending hand. This is a life-ruining hand. This is genuinely a life-ruining hand. Riichi, San Shokler, red 5. Go ahead, bozo. It's not like I was gonna fold anyway. You want to tango? Let's tango. Adam Yum Yum, good tidings, good tidings. Anyway, you definitely stream. You're in the pro league for peeing. It was very scary. It was very scary, but I'm glad it ended up being okay. I think, I don't really know what people are waiting on. Doesn't even matter how hard you try. This hand was so good. I even spotted Sanshoku as well. But, you know, that's okay. That's genuinely still okay. The game is going at a brisk pace. We're in South 3, sure. Have we donated a few Riichi sticks? Have we donated some points to Right Lord? Yeah, absolutely. But maybe the real friends were the intimate stories that we shared along the way. You know what I mean? I've handled a piss-soaked cup at work before. Not ideal. Riddle pony. It would be so funny if your next sentence was like, yeah, the management at like Arby's is like wild. like I hope you're in a medical profession and you're saying that. But yeah, I don't want to leave a piss-soaked cup. It was so scary. It was genuinely so scary. But at least after that, like everything seemed to be in order. You know what I mean? It's not a bad hand. I think that the 7 of characters is going to be our pair. The 1-2 shape, not in love with it necessarily, but if we happen to rip the natty, this is the closest I'll ever get to vaping. If we ever happen to rip the natty 3 of circles, I think we'll be pretty happy about that. You know what I mean? Seeing Sanshoku and also recognizing the straight was dead was a good catch. Rocks, I'm going to be real with you. That last hand, we had a chance to go for pure straight. I did not know that the straight was gone. Wow. Okay, pause champ. It's the greatest hand in the world. Hamilton voice, it's the greatest hand in the world. We have Tanya, red 5, Dora. Oops! A little bit of pun, never hurt anybody. What do I do in this position? That's an amazing question. I think I definitely want to chi into a 3 or a 6. What? Okay, that's so nasty. That is genuinely nasty. What do I want to wait on? I don't know. I want to be able to pawn the 4th Dora, or I want to get the 7 of it. I was literally feeling like Washizu, drawing Dora after Dora after Dora. No game knows how to take the wind out of your sails more than Riichi Mahjong. I'll tell you that much right now. I was feeling myself, by the way. I was confident, and that's dangerous. But I was feeling myself, and then nope. Go back to telling stories about piss. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Otherwise, this has been a very low-key kind of a day. Holy frick. And I don't mean, hey, everyone, if you're watching along at work right now, you better cover your mouth because I'm about to say a joke so funny it's gonna get you freaking fired, okay? I've had a pretty low-key day. And I don't mean I'm the god of mischief. It's the greatest hand I've ever seen, by the way. It's a 1, 2, 3. This is disgusting. I don't think I'm supposed to... Dude, I don't think I'm supposed to call Riichi. This is a very similar position as to where we were before, okay? Genuinely, this is a very similar position. I could single tile York it for the 5 of bamboo. I don't think that tile... We don't Riichi these! We don't Riichi these, okay? Charlie Puth, we don't talk anymore. Yusong Puth, we don't Riichi these, okay? What we do here is just we wait and we try to snipe someone with a 1-hot hand. The reason why this is so good is because if we win a 1-hot hand, a stiff breeze, by the way. You ever flirt so hard with Mother Nature you get met with a stiff breeze? Oh my. Anyway, a stiff breeze ends the game. You know what I mean? I could have maybe waited on the Northwind. I don't know. I like my odds here a little bit better. Only 2 copies of the Nolan Northwind left. Ooh, and a little bit of Rita's all I need. This is especially good. It's not like we needed Sanshoku, so the fact that we could get a 2-3-4 mixed triple sequence, you know, that's nice. You know, it's a nice little maraschino cherry on top. But there's just simply more tiles that exist. In the 1s and the 4s of characters than there existed in the 1s and the 4s of Bamboo. You know what I mean? I did a little bit of an oopsie. I don't know if anyone else feels this way. I cut the door because I'm an ice cold killer, okay? Did a little bit of an oopsie. I am typically an introvert, but sometimes Yusong gets super, super lonely. And then, Sanshoku Green Dragon? I mean, this is stupid. Do I call Riichi here? I don't think I'm supposed to call Riichi. I think I'm just supposed to push, and then eventually someone's going to throw a 1 of characters, right? Like, I genuinely, I don't believe that. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Left Lord. I'm so sorry. I condemn you to last place with this. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. He said with a gigantic grin on his face. I'm so sorry, Left Lord. Sometimes Yusong gets very lonely. And, you know, he'll reach out to everyone. He'll open like 17 different lines of communication being like, hey, do you want to hang out? By the way, plus 142, by the way, 142. This is if you add up all the plus 2s that we get from any given stream, that's roughly where you should land on. Yo, I wish I could show you how bricked up the elo was right now. It is so bricked up. It's a stiff breeze right now, okay? The elo in Master 2 right now, a stiff breeze. Let me just say that much. And so, like, you ever have one of those weeks where you're like, oh, maybe I'm gonna be alone forever and nobody likes me. So you reach out to literally everyone, and then I'm reaping what I'm sowing this week, where I'm like having like, and it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's been really, really nice too. But I've kind of scheduled like way too many social things, and Yusong's social battery is like, it's like, yeah, maybe. Yusong's social battery is low, and it's really depleting his energy that he needs to be able to stop peeing into a cup to make sure he doesn't do an absolute disaster in the doctor's office bathroom. So that's where I'm at. I am scared. I'm scared because I'm halfway through social week right now. You know what I mean? Hey, halfway through social week. What am I? Rushing Delta Phi? What is it called? No, it's Rush Week. God damn it. Anyway. I didn't do Greek life in college. Can I get a 1 in chat if you're surprised? Can I get a 2 in chat if you're not surprised? I didn't do Greek life in college. Why? I mean, I think I wanted to, like, make friends, but I think my version of making friends was doing sketch comedy. I don't see a single 1 in chat right now. Literally no one is surprised. What, you don't think I could do a keg stand? I'm gonna be real with you. I don't even know what a keg stand is. I don't know what a keg stand is. I've never seen one. I've never done one. I said one, obviously. I apologize. I genuinely must have missed it. I don't know what a keg stand is. If I had to guess what a keg stand is, it's where you stand on a keg. I thought it was like, there's a barrel. And I don't even know if a keg and a barrel are 1-to-1. This is what I think a keg stand is. There's a big barrel of beer. And then you kind of you do like a handstand on it, and then someone with a nozzle that comes from the barrel blasts it into your mouth. Is that anything? Is that anything? Handstand on a keg? Yeah. Yeah. You got it? Okay. Greek life is like fraternities or sororities. So like they might be named something like Delta Phi or Tri Delta. I think these are both, or Sig Phi or whatever. My version of Greek life was genuinely doing like sketch comedy. And I think that was nice because there was alcohol, but it was, I think, much less of a focus. It was more just trying to make people laugh, but also like, you know, try to, like, I think everything in college, and this could be wrong, I think everything in college is to try to get smooches at the end of the day. And oh, Yusong, what about your major? You know, I think everything kind of revolves around trying to get smooches. And I don't really mean that, like, obviously, like, that's not true for everyone. And I'm just being, maybe I'm just revealing a lot about my experience in college. Anyway, I did not do Greek life, but I also, like, you just hear, like, I mean, like, hazing, I genuinely don't understand as a concept. Hazing is when you want to join a fraternity or a sorority and they're mean to you so that you feel more of a sense of belonging. That is my like definition of what I think hazing is. It's like, oh, if we put everyone, if we purposefully, even though there was absolutely no need to, if we purposefully like put everyone through this like horrible time, then we'll sorry, I just hazed everyone by burping. Sorry. That's. Do you feel closer in this community now? Does everyone feel closer now that you've had to listen to burp ASMR? Play a good tidings. Thanks for the follow. My partner did Greek life and got gaslit into thinking extreme hazing is building character. Yeah, like I think that a little, like a little. That was a good one. Oishi, no. Oishi. What am I doing with this hand, by the way? This hand feels awful. Why did I start pawning? Can someone please explain to me why the frick I started pawning with this hand? Because I knew the good tiles would come. Thank you for the 76 months, Oishi. I really appreciate it. No, they're trying to get me. They're trying to get me killed in Jade Room, and I'm like, no, absolutely not. Our weights are freaking terrible right now. No. I can't. I actually can't. Wolfbark, good tidings. A lot of Greek life is strictly anti-hazing now. No, I think that's good. I think that's genuinely a good thing. I remember my friends telling me that, like, for their fraternity that they joined, and I don't mean like, and I don't think this is necessarily like outing anyone because, yeah, I guess I'm not saying the name of their frat, but I also like don't know the name even if you said it to me right now, it wouldn't be like, oh yeah, that's the one. Although, hey, can I? Wow, it's all Greek to me. That's a foreign to the table. I'm referring to Greek as all Greek to me. Is this good? What do I want to wait on? I believe in the red 5, right? You got to believe in the red 5 a little bit. Dr. Bogler, thank you for the 11 months of Prime. I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you. They said that to join their fraternity, they were like kept in a basement, I think all night blindfolded, and they had to bang spoons on a table or like a surface like for hours and hours on end at night. And I was like, first of all, kinky? Like, I don't know. This is, I have no idea what's happening. I shouldn't be winning. Yostar, can we, okay. Let me just start typing an email to Yostar really quickly. Hey, Yostar, I know I was in your DMs literally begging and crying to have better luck in Mahjong Soul. Can you please help me make it a little bit less obvious, please? I think some members of the community are starting to get a little suspicious. XOXO, I love your game. This is a disgusting starting hit as well. Dr. Bogler, thank you for dropping the 5 gifties as well. Holy frick. I sincerely appreciate that. Thank you so much. There are musical theater houses. They were not rushing a musical theater frat, but I also like, but I also am hearing that right now. Like I would love, like, I think that's the only type of fraternity I would be interested in. You know what I mean? It's like you finish your hazing and it's like, welcome to friendship. I don't know. I don't know what it would even be called, but like I would genuinely be into that. And when you graduate, you sing 4 good with everyone. That's the only kind of Greek life that I would be okay with. Genuinely. I would hold some space for that for sure. Okay, what is this hand gonna do? That's a great question. I like our hand as it currently stands. I kind of just want to start sheeing. Like I would, okay, I'm gonna cut 2 of circles followed by 2 of circles. The dangerous thing about this hand is that, like, I know it doesn't seem like it. Like, this hand feels pretty innocuous, all things considered. But, like, I'm your host, Terry Gross. This is NPR. Sorry, have to finish that. Whenever the brain wants to start saying the Terry Gross thing, you gotta finish it. the dangerous thing about this hand is that if someone calls Riichi right now, like we could deal ourselves into damnation, and that's just because like we're legally not allowed to fold. We don't have very many safe tiles. This situation, I know it's impossible, but like I would con here. We're in Tempai, we're double-sided York in it. We got good weights as well. Like I would absolutely call con. Greek life whiplash. Are you rushing or are you pledging? Anyway, I did not do Greek life. I think it's like cool to do like do clubs and stuff. I remember one of the coolest things. This is real. I'm about to get sincere, okay? So mods, make sure hey, compliments only. This is sincere. I remember that oh wow. My brain is on something today because something I can't focus. I literally was just saying, I remember. And you want to know what my brain filled it in with? And it's because I recently listened to, I recently listened to the Kendrick song, Not Like Us, for the first time. And so I've been re-listening to a lot of Kendrick's oeuvre, the discography, you know what I mean? So I was saying, I remember, and then my brain was like, I remember you was conflicted, your shoes and your influence. Anyway. Besides the fact that Yusong's listening to good music, and watching a lot of video essays so he understands the social context of things, I remember being in college and banging some spoons on a table. I remember being in college and doing sketch comedy and like trying to apply for like visiting other colleges to do sketch comedy there, because there would be festivals and it would genuinely be super cool. And I remember we did this one at a university called Brandeis. I don't know if people know about the schools in the U.S. Hypnospiral, good tidings. But they like their school was so cool. I remember visiting it, and it was like their Greek life was just like either like an improv group or a sketch group, or like comedy was like a really, really big thing on their campus. And I remember the way that the way that the auditorium was divided was that like there was like general admission, and then kind of all the visiting, you know, like comedy groups from all these other schools would be sitting in like one third sequestered, you know, like patient zero in one third of the audience, and the 2/3 of the audience were everyone else. It was so cool. We got to see like the improvised Shakespeare company. We got to see the stand-up Arparna and Churla perform, like really, really cool stuff. And I remember genuinely, and this, I kind of like lost sight of this a little bit in my adult life, but now in retaking some improv classes, I think I'm starting to pick it up back again. But I remember sitting in that sea of weirdos, and we're getting owned a little bit, and this is going to be a 3-han hand, and that's okay. That's okay. It's genuinely fine. Like this is. I asked Yostar to make it less obvious, and the customer service department at Yostar is listening. I remember sitting in that sea of weirdos and feeling normal. For the first time like ever. I was like, oh, okay. I like don't feel weird, and I don't feel like I have to like be any other way right now. It's actually just okay. And so I think like I kind of lost sight of that as an adult. I don't know. I think you know, whether it was misguided or it came from good intentions, I'm not sure. But I was like, oh, maybe like focus on like career and stuff, and focus on like I don't know, career stuff or life stuff or yada yada yada. But it was in talking with my therapist that she was like, hey, let's do a thing where like let's define some goals. Let's define some like values that you might have in your life. It's wild. I know you can just do that. You can just think about your goals and values. And one of my goals and values was to like feel like I'd been really missing the whole like environment of funny weirdos. So like it's just, I don't know. That's something that I'm genuinely seeking. So let's just say I'm very glad that a lot of that some people have been taking the Omegaverse quiz online. I am gonna pawn here because I think this hand has the potential to go stadium status. Like it's not likely, but Sea Wind, Prevalent Wind, all triplets, and that's how you know I'm feeling confident. That's how you know I think I'm literally effing invincible. Like, if I'm genuinely starting to consider all triplets, that's how you know things are fricked up, okay? It is nice because we are able to get the Mongon if we can do all triplets versus just 2-han if it's only Prevalent Wind, White Daisy, but I'm gonna go for it. You know what I mean? I love Parna. I think that it was one of the it was such a cool experience. I loved watching them perform and just hearing their set and everything. A crossover with the Riichi. I mean, here's the thing. Claps hands. You know what I mean? Like, even if they sumo a Mongon, Right Lord is on the hook for the dealer penalty. I could push right now. Ah! What? Okay. Right Lord. Wow. Middle tile Yorkin it. Okay, this is definitely going to hurt in the dealer seat. I don't really blame Left Lord for doing that necessarily. Right Lord, a very dastardly kind of type of a situation. I took the Omegaverse quiz the other day and I got submissive Omega. I think I'm cooked. Honestly, I truly believe this. Like, I mean, you don't need me to say this, but I think, like, no matter what you get in the, like, Omegaverse quiz, like, you like, if you're weirded out by your results, that's one thing. But if you're like, huh, okay, that's interesting, then, like, I think that you should, like, chase after that. Genuinely, I think that, like, you deserve that. I think everyone deserves to be whatever result that they get in the Omegaverse quiz. You know what I mean? Hang on, I'm getting a call from the government. They're calling me the most inspirational speaker they've ever heard. You're telling me, yeah, you know what? Frick the, you know, Dare to Resist Drugs campaign. We're now going to be replacing that curriculum in schools with these songs. Dare to just follow the results of the Omegaverse quiz. I think I have to chi this. I don't necessarily have to chi this, but, like, I want to chi this. You know what I mean? I believe in the Nolan Northwind to come home. Peachy Sen, good tidings. Jazz Flipside, good tidings, good tidings. I could pawn that to get into Tenpai 2. It's a little antsy for me. I don't know what the difference is. If you're going to ask me, like, Yusong, what's the difference between, you know, chiing this tile and then not pawning the other tiles? It's just because, like, if we don't chi that 5 of bamboo, I don't know if we ever get a 5 of bamboo, you know? Number one, rare tile. What am I, a Blue Eyes White Dragon? Number one, rare tile. And also, like, an awkward middleweight. Holy frick, we're in Tenpai right now. It's not the end of the world, by the way. If we end up drawing a 7 of circles, we can just cut Northwind followed by Northwind and pivot ourselves into a Tanyo hand, right? So, not the end of the world. Very glad to just slam the like and subscribe button on whoever discards the Northwind, though. I'm not gonna say no to that. Can't wait for the day. Oh, frick. Can't wait for the day. Oh, we would have drawn into... I mean, I don't know. We changed the draw order, but... Right, we could have drawn into the red 5 ourselves. Crampy 420, good tidings. Can't wait for the day my work replaces the MBTI quiz with the Omegaverse quiz. Oh, hey, Crosshair, I don't know if you're emoting because... Wait, why are you pouting? Why are you pouting? It's a really cute emote, but I don't know if I understand the subtext, you know? I will say this. I was edgy in school. Okay? I was super, super edgy in school. And I said edgy, okay? With a Y. Double Riichi. Let me call Riichi. First tile Riichi. Ah! Am I really about to... I don't think I'm supposed to go for the full flush here. It's tempting. Don't get me wrong. If I draw into another 4 of bamboo, maybe. But that's, like, the only tile that I can really think of. I think I'm supposed to pawn White Dragon, by the way. I know it's awkward, but, like, I think I pawn White Dragon, and then we figure out the rest later. I can't... That tile does not help us. Oops! BBL Drizzy. I've been listening to BBL Drizzy as well. Hey there. I bought the goated Patreon, but I'm probably supposed to read the book 1, but it's very long. That's true. If you subscribe to the Patreon, there's, like, a very long... PDF of my experiences and my lessons that I've learned in playing Riichi Mahjong. I was an edgy kid, okay? Yeah. I was genuinely an edgy kid in the sense that every time, because you just want to rebel, you know what I mean? When you're, like, too good all the time, sometimes you just want to watch society burn, you know what I mean? And so, like, I get it. I think, I think that most edgelords that you'll find online, are, like, teenagers, you know? Because you're just looking to rebel. You're under all these rules and you're looking to rebel. And I genuinely, like, every single, like, I'm glad I had no access to drugs. Thank God. Because now as an adult, I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't want that. But as a kid, every single time that we would listen to the to the anti-drug thing, it would just be it would be like, for me, the light bulb went off in my head. Oh, so that's what I need to do if I want to rebel? Like, I genuinely was so, like, I was such a stranger to the idea of rebellion that I just appreciated the roadmap that they drew for us. You know what I mean? Like, that was nice of them to do something like that. Okay, interesting moment that we have here, right? If I draw into 4 of bamboo, I call Riichi. Yusong, how the frick are you gonna call Riichi? The doy. It's a little bit of a 7 pairs moment, isn't it, governor? This is not a bad hand. This is genuinely... I'm so sorry. Why is everyone a 3-pawn chump right now? Like, why? I thought my hand was good. At least I didn't call Riichi. I don't want to call Riichi because I want to wait for something zuzzier, but like... Was South 4? We're in South 4 now? Okay, I am in the dealer seat. Okay, it's not a bad dealer seat either, right? Red Dragon 2DZ, Red Dragon 3DZ. Jan Christian, thank you so much for the 9 months and also for your patience because it took me a million years to see it. Got a night shift at work tomorrow. Got to stay up late to shift my sleep schedule around a bit. Finally awake to watch some streams. Let's go. Let's go. I hope that the work schedule is not too difficult to readjust to, because I know, like, I've had some weird sleep lately too, and I don't mean to just immediately talk about me, but I just mean, like, I can understand how that would be, like, how that could affect a person, you know what I mean? I still don't understand some stuff. Is it okay if I ask here? Cramp, it is absolutely okay. I think that if you want an in-depth response, you can also, it might be better in the long run to maybe take a screenshot of a moment and just ask in the community Discord. There's a bunch of great Mahjong players / explainers in the Discord, and they'll probably be able to do a better job explaining it than I am, you know? Wasn't the DARE program found out to be a police MLM? Well, I know that it, like, I know that it didn't work, but I also know that, like, so I listened to this podcast called You're Wrong About, and it's not like what it sounds like, which is just like a Redditor's wet dream, you know? I listened to this podcast called You're Wrong About, and I highly recommend it. It's a cool show. They did a deep dive on the DARE program, and so they, like, the whole premise of the podcast is, like, they debunk a lot of the things that we hold true in the society, and so they looked at the DARE program, and they first did a debunking that was like, yeah, the DARE program didn't work. And then they did a debunking of that debunking, and there was like, but it also kind of did. Depending on the context, depending on the community, and depending on the situation, it also helped lead kids away from a bad path. Okay, and now I get to enjoy third. Oh my god. I got nothing that game. Right Lord is also doing Destroy Dora December, and they've just got more spirit energy than I do. I don't know. I think they had the Mandate of Heaven. Left Lord, I don't even think that they had an opportunity. And also a crossover was emoting even when you weren't even they weren't even doing that poorly. If anyone should have been emoting, it should have been Left Lord. Elo is still looking bricked. Is that a master 2-star decent Elo in your pocket, or are you just happy to see? It's looking okay. It's looking okay. You know what I mean? Hiding the camera, don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard you try. I'm taking the quiz right now. Top Drain, you gotta share the you're legally obligated to share the results afterwards. You know what I mean? Road to Saint. It would be really, really funny if I started putting Road to Saint in my stream titles. Not because it's like, I mean, I am like, I want to get to Saint, but it's also like, especially when I'm on like a 10-game losing streak, it's just like brackets Road to Saint. One day we'll get there. I think we just have to be I think we'll just have to be a little bit patient. Dude, I was so patient at the doctor's today. I felt, I mean, I can't tell. Like, sometimes I can't tell if I'm being mistreated, but there was just a long wait time. And that's like very classic doctor, right? Just a long wait time, and there's kind of nothing you can do about it in that situation. And so there was a long wait time, and then I was kind of just like chilling. You know what I mean? There's nothing to do at the doctor's office. My phone was at like 2% battery, so I couldn't even like be on my phone. So I just had to raw dog life for a little bit. But whenever you're in a situation where you have to raw dog life, you just have to like tank life for a little bit. I think it's a good situation. I was literally trying to like you know, hey, Yusong, this is just a great opportunity. And it's probably just speaks to like, oh, buddy, you're just a little tired, aren't you? But I was just like, Yusong, just take this opportunity to close your eyes. Just take this opportunity to rest a little. Take this opportunity to enjoy not being on your phone for a little bit. I don't know what this hand is doing. I think there could have been a 7 pairs moment, but it's always like, at the time of discarding the 9 of bamboo, we had 3 pairs, right? Or maybe we had 4? I don't know. Now, if we draw into another pair, we would have 5, so I'm legally obligated to go for it, but if we don't, then we're chilling. Across are throwing a very scary tile, just straight up throwing the red 5 in the bamboo suit. But I wouldn't even know if they were I didn't know that I was being mistreated at the doctor's office until one person came back in there and they were like, "I'm so sorry. This literally will never happen again if you come back. Like, we are so it is like such a busy day. I'm genuinely so sorry." I was like, "Oh, don't sweat it. By the way, I really filled up the urine cup." Like, I didn't say that. I was just replaying the events of the day in my mind. I was so nervous about how much urine I produced, and so like, okay, whoa, you have 3 Dora, whoa. Okay, we might have to just take it easy for a little bit. You know what I mean? The mandate of heaven. Oh, it's a fickle thing. It's a amorphous thing. I Pyrus, good tidings, good tidings. Doctor, help, I'm so full of piss. Me writing on the intake form, Doctor, help, I'm so full of piss. That would, I don't know. Like, that's probably, I think it would get arrested. I think I would be like, yeah, good. I'm glad that there's guardrails in society for freaks who like me, you know? Holy moly. Jesus came twice. Good tidings, good tidings. I think, yeah, but I think in general, I'm okay at being patient. I think like sometimes this is like, I think this was literally a Calvin and Hobbes comic panel where it's like the dad is kind of, and I'm not calling myself a dad, and nor am I calling myself a zaddy or anything of the sort. But the dad is like, I'm barbecuing right now. There's literally nothing to do but wait. And like, wow, what a nice feeling. And Calvin, a kid, is like, oh, this is so boring. I'm like, I'm gonna go play video games or whatever. I mean, video games aren't really prevalent in Calvin and Hobbes, but you get the idea. Like, Calvin is very bored by this serenity, while his dad is just like very grateful for it. Hang on, why am I waxing poetic right now when I should be focusing on my mahjong tiles? A little bit weird of a situation, but like, this could be Tanya. It doesn't look like it right now, but like 5 of characters cut this, 4 of characters cut I don't know. We can genuinely get there. Just talk 2 of us. We can do it if we try. Leveler is probably in Tenpai. They're cutting like a gazillion good tiles. I don't know. They also could be going for a half flush in the circle suit, which I think is very, very likely. I just don't want to deal into that. And I'm good. Can I be real with you? I don't have the mandate of heaven right now. I just straight up do not have the mandate of heaven. Oops! Folding. Actually folding. And so like, sometimes you're at Costco and you just have to wait for their rotisserie chickens to come out. You know what I mean? And that's kind of nice. It's like IRL mental bondage. You know what I mean? It's like there's nothing else to do but just kind of wait. And as someone who has like a messed up attention span from just being on the internet for too long, it's kind of nice just to be forced to wait and to do a little bit of just like a mental reset of like of like, oh yeah, it's good to be alive, it's good to be bored for a little bit. I don't have to be glued to my phone, etc., etc. That's how my therapist described it. Good. I'm glad that it's being more widely accepted in the mental health community. Or just psychiatric community. There used to be a lot more waiting in shops. Yeah, I think there used to be like just like a lot more waiting in general. You know what I mean? I'm not like, oh, pog, waiting is my really revs my engine, but I think like not being on my phone really revs my engine. It's hard. It's genuinely hard. I will say like I was having a hard time earlier today, but right before I don't know why I'm telling you this, but maybe I should just get a body pillow. And the reason that I say that And I would get a plain body pillow. I mean, but I also could get a, like, I don't know. I'm not trying to yuck anyone's yum. I don't have the Mandate of Heaven. Right Lord calls Riichi. I have a gazillion save tiles. I'm kind of loving life right now, right? Like, I don't need to, I don't need to, like, this hand was just okay. It's just, it's a little bit awkward. Like, this is trying to put a square peg in a circle hole. And I don't mean the TikTok, you know, I don't mean the TikTok, the square hole kind of a thing. Riichi Ipatsu, red 5. All right, Right Lord is going to take a big bite out of a crossroad. And the game is right back to where we started from. Whoa! Okay, that's actually kind of tight. Now it's, now we've got a chance to come back into this game. Right before I was having a really hard time just trying to get some rest before the stream started. And as soon as I started doing this, I like fell asleep on the couch, and I never take naps. So I'm starting to think that I might have found like what I need. And my couch has these like two like cushions that you can like take on and off. The backrest is just like two long rectangle shaped cushions. As soon as I started hugging the cushion like a body pillow, I fell asleep immediately. And so I'm like, oh, hang on. Maybe this is something. And I wasn't. And just before, I just want to get in front of this. It's not like, oh, as soon as I, you know, as soon as I started hugging the body pillow and saying the name of my Oshi, that's when I felt, no. It's just I started hugging the body pillow. It's like, oh, you know, it just felt nice. Hey, Steph, thank you so much for dropping the prime. Thank you for the 6 months. I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you. It's very, very kind of you. No, sleeping is good. I typically don't like naps just because I'm so disoriented afterwards. Like, it's that meme of like, what year is it? It rings very true to a guy like me. I don't know how to win this hand, but it's just like, I think it's a Riichi waiting room kind of a situation. You know what I mean? Will Towers, love the vids though. First stream that I've caught. Good tidings. Put myself in Furriton for no reason 3 times in a row. Back to the classroom. Hey, Zuzzy Furriton jail comes for us all. There's no shame in being in Furriton. Some people even choose to be in Furriton. And I think that's fine. Left Lord calls Riichi. What am I going to throw right now? I think that it is very, very unlikely. Hang on. I think I can just Gigantamax fold here. Like, I'm not super happy at the idea of Gigantamax folding. And I know I have 2 Dora, but, like, this is a Riichi with 2 chances for Aura DZ. And, wow, that alert was very, very delayed. Anyway, again, thank you, Steph. I really appreciate it. They have a million chances to sumo, like, the big bucks right now. And I don't really want to give it to them unless I absolutely have to. And if they sumo a Mongon, you know, I'm not the one that's going to be playing 2 Xanderkin on the piano. Like, Right Lord is going to be the one playing 2 Xanderkin on the piano. Like, Right Lord is... Whoa! Whoa! And that's the mental destroyer for a Crosslord. You know what I mean? Oh my god, they hit the Sanshoku. Holy frick. They hit the Sanshoku like it's the Dougie in the year 2018. Is that good? Is that good? Is that good? I like napping while hugging a Snorlax plush. Wait, that's so cute. Okay, I gotta get a Snorlax plush. I mean, honestly, Fue Coco, sometimes, don't tell Fue Coco, but sometimes I forget that Fue Coco's here. And I forget that I can bring him anywhere. I feel like if I hugged Fue Coco, I might have the best dreams of my life. You know what I mean? Honk shoe, honk shoe. How can anything haunt me when I got a ghost type protecting me, you know? Okay, Fue Coco's just a fire type for a little bit, but you know he's got that dog in him. Eventually he turns into a ghost type. I've been practicing by playing Mahjong and Yakuza. Those AI weights on the AI weights on the sussiest dang tiles. That's wild. Yeah, I don't know if like... I don't know if the AI in Mahjong Soul and the AI in Yakuza behave differently. I would assume that they're coded differently, right? There's not just like open source Mahjong AI for everyone. I assume that people have to make it from scratch, just like Nona used to make, you know? just like Nona used to code in Stack Overflow or whatever. Hang on, this is kind of a good moment. I don't. Oh, this is weird because it is 1 tile away from Tenpai, but it feels horrific. Like this is not a good 1 tile away from Tenpai. We draw into a 2 of bamboo and we're single tile Yorkin for the 5 of bamboo. Okay, this feels horrible. This genuinely feels horrible. What do I want to draw into? I think 7 of Bamboo is kind of our nut draw. We cut Northwind followed by Northwind. 7 of Bamboo is really, really good. Outside of that, I guess drawing into a 5 of Circles isn't going to hurt. Drawing into a 2 of Bamboo isn't going to hurt. I don't think I'm allowed to call Riichi. I think my hand is too garbage, even if I get into Tenpai like that, to call Riichi. But we can always like fix it into something a little bit better. This diner still codes Mahjong AI the old-fashioned way. And we make them fresh every day. Okay. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know what to do with this hand. Heartbreaking. Mahjong streamer has no idea how to play Mahjong anymore. Like, this hand is just very confusing. I know I cut the Dora. Oh no, there literally goes all of our value. Oh man. Shinsha, what do these words mean? You talking body pillow? You talking Furriton? Either way, I got a Mahjong tutorial on my channel. The rest of it, you might have to seek some knowledge elsewhere. There's a lot of good. One of the biggest reasons that I have not made like an intermediate Mahjong tutorial is, number one, I'm Tai. Oh, sorry. Didn't want to get sprung while watching my stream. Oh god. Anyway, number one, it takes a long time. Number two, there's a lot of good intermediate Mahjong tutorials out there. There's a great lecture by Light Pink Yoshi, friend of the channel, on the Riichi No Me YouTube channel. And if you just Google Riichi Mahjong strategy, there's a bunch of really, really great resources out there. You know what I mean? I did the Omegaverse quiz because you talked about it. Drop the results. You gotta drop the results. You got Top Drain. I'm so sorry for missing this. You got Loner Alpha. Hey, it's one of the same with our good friend and colleague Northern Lion. The two Loner Alphas together, passing silently in the dead of night. Sonic Yonk. Good tidings. Good tidings. Okay, we did deal into a crossler, which doesn't feel good. It is still anyone's game, which does feel good. What do we want to draw into in this hand? I think this is a Tanyo slapper. I think if we get a chance to chi into a 7 of Circles, we absolutely take it. Red Dragon getting discarded once. We're probably going to discard it, but I'm gonna be a little bit of an optimist. Is the Red Dragon half full or half discarded? I think it's half full. I think it's half full. Holy frick, that's so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yo, I have 5 shapes. Also, check out the hook while the DJ revolves it. I think we're chilling right now. Girl Luigi, good tidings, good tidings. Wait, did I already say it? I got Loner Alpha too. We got all these Loner Alphas in the audience. I didn't expect so many Loner Alphas. If anything, I would think that it's like, if we're playing Riichi Mahjong, it's more of a masochistic endeavor. You know what I mean? I was referring to Zuzzy Ferriton enjoyers. WA, where are you? WYA type splish. Okay, that I'm gonna need a translation to. Hopefully I just didn't say anything bad just now. I just listened to Not Like Us. Okay, I'm a little bit behind. I kind of know what 6-7 is. 6-7. I kind of know what it is. But it's also confusing, you know? Loners are known to travel in packs. I mean, that's true, right? I mean, I've been watching all these, like, heartwarming animal videos lately. And this is unrelated to the Omegaverse discourse, okay? It's just, like, anytime it's like, whoa, a wolf recognized its long-lost sibling. I'm like, oh, wow, that is adorable. Like, I need to see what happens, you know? I gotta see what happens there. I watched a video about a bird being very territorial. I loved that. I absolutely loved that. It's like this person, she had a bird, and the bird loves her, and then she was trying to introduce her boyfriend to the bird, but the bird hates the boyfriend. You know what I mean? Hey, what a squawk block. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. And I also don't like I also like that's not a term that I enjoy using, okay? Like not the squawk variety, but the C variety, like anyone's allowed, like I mean, you know this, but anyone's allowed to say no at any moment. Like there's no such thing as that, you know? I will eventually take the Omegaverse quiz, but we save it for a rainy day. You know what I mean? You got it. We can't. And also, like, you know, I'm gonna get needy beta. It's just, it's written in the stars. You know what I mean? You know when Seto Kaiba visited Ishizu Ishtar in the museum, and Ishizu Ishtar showed Seto Kaiba this ancient Egyptian hieroglyphic of like the god cards and like a prophecy of what is to come and what has been and what always will be? It's like that, okay? I've seen it etched into stone that I am a needy beta or something. I just know that about myself. I crossed over with the Riichi. I have none safety left beef. I have none safety left beef. And I'm in Tenpai. Oh, gaming. Gaming. He's gaming really, really hard. Dora being a safe tile, I suppose that's good. No one has a heckin' slapper of a hand. Sorry. Burping. Do I expect any of my winning tiles to come out? No, but I'm still holding out hope, perhaps naively, that we can still sumo the tile that we need, you know? Type splish. Gen alpha slang causes me psychic damage. Let me see what type splish means. Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa! Yo, that's some Ron type splish right there. Type splish. Is this good? Type splish. What does type splish means? It means like type S. It means like type S word, but splish instead. That's some Ron type splish right there. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're still in this game. Look, first place is a little bit ways away. Oh, not the starting hand that you want to see, but, you know, country you songs make do. This is okay. This is that 13 Orphans type splish right there. Like, this is not feeling very good. We can accept the Dora, which is always nice, right? 5 of bamboo fits very, very well into our hand. Yikes. Another East Wind or another White DZ also kind of goes hard. Probably a Riichi Pinfu hand at the best of times. I think, okay, hang on. Can we do this in media res? Because I haven't decided on a Friday game, but I know that I like Katamari. So what is the Katamari game? What is the newest one? Is it Once Upon a Katamari? And can I play it on Steam though? I gotta play it on, oh, I can play it on Steam. It's overwhelmingly positive. Yo, okay, I think that's probably what we're going to be playing on Friday's stream. YouTube, it doesn't have to be this way, okay? I dual stream every single time that I play Riichi Mahjong, but when I'm not streaming Riichi Mahjong, I'll be just streaming on Twitch. It's pronounced Katamari. Wait, am I mispronouncing it? Am I putting some unintentional stank on the word? Anyway, I recently had to recommend some restaurants. That's always scary, right? Like I you know that feeling? Can I get a 1 in chat if this is relatable? That that's true. We could always finish the Leaf game too. We haven't finished the Leaf game, and I really want to finish that game. Gonna cheat there, and now that the 8 of characters is really dead in our hand, but that's okay. Can I get a 1 in chat if this is relatable? Where it's like, when you've lived in a city for too long, and then someone asks you for like cool recommendations, and you still have no recommendations. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you've lived in this city for like a decade. Like, where do you like to go? HR. You know what I mean? It's just like really scary. No, my taste is immaculate. That's fair. That's fair. But I remember, like, yeah, I know that feeling. The DGAI. Thank you for saying something. Thank you for being vulnerable. Here's the thing about me. Is that like I am not very picky when it comes to places that I eat at, like, and I think the reason that this is true is because, like, hang on, pause, call me a little wolf the way I'm giving you pause right now. Call me a little omega the way I'm giving you a little bit of pause right now. Inside Suji is what I was thinking, right? They're not waiting with a 2-3. They're not waiting with a 5-6. So that's kind of neat. I'm probably gonna get the 9 of circles eventually too, right? 3 copies of the 7 of circles gone. It's less likely that they're waiting with a 7-8 in their hand. They could still definitely be doing that, but it's less likely. I see one of the 8s too. It might be something. Oh, another little inside Suji type splish. When I was studying abroad, this is real. Very obnoxious sentence, very obnoxious thing to say. But when I was studying abroad in Paris, I luckily had friends, and they were very, very kind. Like, I very, very kind folks. And why do I sound like I'm on the freaking campaign trail right now? Well, they were very, very kind folks. Blue collar folks. You know, the heart of the soil of the earth, salt of the earth. They were really, really kind. But like the amount of time that group spent searching on Yelp radicalized me. Genuinely, I was like, I no longer want to look up anything on Yelp. Like I was starving an hour ago and we're still deciding, like, even if we have one bad meal, even if we have one bad night, number one, it's like, we'll do this again tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's like, we'll be fine. I mean, obviously we're going out to eat every single night, but like, we'll do this next week. It'll be fine. Like there's no, it's not worth, like, I don't know. I would rather like spend 0 minutes and eat at like a 4 out of 5 place, then spend an hour looking and then go eat at a 5 out of 5 place. It's just not worth it to me. It's just not worth it to me. Aren't all reviews fake now? A lot of places that I've been to recently, and this is against the Yelp terms of service, and I'm not gonna snitch. I'm not gonna snitch because I'm not that type of a person, okay? But a lot of places that I've been to recently are like, oh, we'll give you something for free if you review us on Yelp. And that's like, that's not how Yelp works. If we can't trust the Yelp reviews, then what can we trust? You know what I mean? It's like, I'm saying if the president asks for a Yelp review, then it's not illegal. Like, yeah, I don't like it. I don't think it's good. And I think the best experiences are a little bit spontaneous. You know what I mean? Finish the quiz. I got the submissive Omega. Okay. Wow. Are those the only 2 results? Submissive Omega and Loner Alpha? Yeah, it's also hard because like in sunny Southern California, there's a lot of stuff sometimes. There's a lot of stuff. I would love to call Riichi with this hand. Just kidding. A little bit of pawn champ, never hurt anybody. Now this is a little bit speculative in the sense that like, not sure if anyone's holding on to the Nolan Northwind. You know what I mean? If it is, it definitely comes out. But like, no one might be holding on to the Nolan Northwind. And that's okay. Another thing that could happen in this hand is that we can draw into an 8 of bamboo. So our nut draws are, you know, being able to Ron or Sumo, getting the tile that we explicitly need. That's cool. Also, something that is cool is just drawing into 8 of bamboo. 8 of bamboo lets us wait on 6 and 9 of bamboo. And then our chances of actually being able to convert this hand, I think, skyrocket. You know what I mean? I got protective beta, but I didn't read into it much. We should do like a bet where if you lose, you have to put your Omegaverse quiz results on like your dating profile or something. I don't know. That's real gambling. That honestly, so there's this manga out there called Kaiji. It's a very stressful manga about gambling. It's from the same author that did Akagi. And it would be funny if like, because sometimes there's a little bit of body horror involved. Like, oh, if I lose this gamble, I'm gonna lose XYZ part of myself. And there's always, and it's always accompanied by a picture of Kaiji going like, like he's like very, very scared and everything. And he's like sweating. And it would be funny to like replace one of those texts with like, oh no, if I lose this game, I'll have to put my Omegaverse quiz results in my dating profile. I don't know. I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna write it. I think it's got legs. If I said I'm a loner alpha on my profile, bro, I'm never getting any hits. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I wouldn't recommend it as a winning strategy, but it is certainly a strategy. You know what I mean? But we should do like a community census as well, where it's like we all share our. Am I seriously about to fold this freaking hand? Oh my god. Oh. Go ahead. It sustains me. The boost sustained me. I know I'm in the dealer seat, but I got a 1-Han slapper. I got a 1-Han Marty. Even if I... Please. Oh my god. I don't think that push was right, by the way. If we go back with Steely Dan voice back, Jack, do it again. run another for 10. Okay, if we go back and look at this with Maka, I feel like there's no shot that that push was correct. Our hand is just too ass. Wow! This game is cruel. And now not only does Leftfoot lose this one, they have to put their Omegaverse quiz results in their matches tray? No! Oh my god. I got loving beta. Ooh, I might be, you know, I could be loving beta instead of needy beta. I'm not sure. It really depends. And I also think that, like, don't people's Myers-Briggs personality tests, like, don't their quiz results change depending on the day? You know what I mean? I'm late to the topic, but my favorite all-you-can-eat sushi place offered a keychain from my Google review, and I was pogging up. Like, yeah, it is against the Yelp terms of service, but, like, I can understand wanting to get down for a keychain. That's kind of tight, you know what I mean? I did leave a Google review once because a small business genuinely helped me out, and, like, I understand why people. There was an entire South Park episode kind of making fun of people that, like, think that they're Shakespeare because they write Yelp reviews, and I wrote a review for a small business. I uploaded a picture, you know, it's good stuff. And intermittently, like recently, I got a email that was just like, "Hey, Yusong, keep it up. Your Google review has over 600,000, like, oh, not 600,000, 60,000 views." And I was like, what is this power that I feel like I get why people get carried away with it, you know? Because it's like, wow, I guess people really care of what I have to say or whatever. Lady Kaja, thank you for the 11 months. I really appreciate the support. Thank you. You know what I mean? Burger here was big as frick. Nice owners. Yeah, exactly. No, but, you know, if I'm to write a review, I'm gonna leave like not like a heartfelt review, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna try to make anyone cry. I know I'm not Dostoevsky typing on Google Maps. Like, this is just a normal review, but it can also, like, make the day out of for a small business owner, you know? And that's rare. I feel like every small, like, I don't know if anyone else has seen this, or maybe it's because I live in a city. I feel like there's not a lot of small businesses anymore. I feel like it's all chain restaurants. And I don't know if other people agree or what, but, like, I genuinely think it's all just chain restaurants because no one can afford to just do a small business. All right, I got caring beta. So I'm hearing a lot of terms and I'm like, okay. There's a lot of potential for Yusong to be any of these. I am curious now. I am curious. But yeah, do I think that people really care about my opinion? I don't know. I think, like, some people, like, I kind of like Yelp as a way to hold people accountable, but I also know that a lot of businesses have recourse as to, like, take down Yelp reviews as well. I've also been, like, straight up, like, this is like, I've also been bribed before, and this is true. This is genuinely true. Like, someone, like, did a bad service. I wrote a bad Yelp review, and then they offered me, like, hundreds of dollars to take their review down and to, like, fix the job. And I was like, oh, holy like, I don't know right and wrong anymore. You know what I mean? It just makes me sad thinking about it, honestly, because it was like, I don't know. I don't know. It just morally nothing feels good, you know? So I only like leaving positive Yelp reviews because I'm like, well, this isn't going to get taken down, and they went out of their way to help me, so I kind of want to go out of my way to help them. It is also nice to be able to hold people, like, you know, accountable to the best of your ability, but, like, it's not, yeah, I don't feel like it works, you know? What did you spend your new money on? They just, like, fixed the thing. They just fixed the thing. And I got a new Bugatti. No, you know what I mean? It wasn't anything like that. Reviews were nice for when I was trying to find a car glass replacement place, but the first one I tried was still a bust. Yeah, you never know too. It's definitely tricky. And I'm saying this too with the knowledge that, like, I use Google reviews all the time just to make sure that a place isn't, like, absolutely, like, infested with rats or something. But I will say this. I've said this before and I say it again. There is a negative correlation between how good the food is in a Chinese restaurant versus how bad the service is. The worse service you're getting in a Chinese restaurant, that's how you know that's that real shit right there, okay? If no one is paying attention to you and you feel neglected and emotionally alone in a Chinese restaurant, welcome to the community. Like that is genuinely, that's a good Chinese restaurant place right there. If they're attentive, you're at a gentrified restaurant. If someone is attentive at your table, you are not getting a real experience. I hate to break it to you, but that is not real. I only use reviews for tech purchases. Yeah, that's tough too. I like I really like returning things, you know? Not because I'm like a sicko or I want to make things like difficult for a business or whatever. Hang on. Hold up. This is good. This is kind of nice. Am I ever supposed to con? Maybe if I get into Tenbai, conning could be a thing. It's a little bit awkward, this hand, right? Because this 5-6 shape is usually a really nice double-sided banger, but a lot of the 7 of circles are just straight up gone, so that's a little bit disconcerting to a guy like me. I think our nut draw right now is 4 or 7 of circles. And then would I slam the like and subscribe? I think I would. I think Riichi, Tanya, red 5. That's kind of good, right? We're in South 3. The game is kind of winding down. We got 8 seconds left in overtime, and she's on your mind. Like, I think we go for it. I don't even think that I need to keep this 8 of characters, and I think it's a spicy talent for me to hold on to. Give me that boom boom pow, and let me hold on to that 9 of bamboo as my save tile. You know, I had a Wendy's. I once had a Wendy's. Forget the patty on my burger. Holy shit. I called them to explain, just to let them know, and I explained I wasn't mad. That is wild. That's like buying a car and like not getting any windows or wheels. But I was already at work, so I couldn't go get a new one. Just wanted to let them know. Manager actually sent an employee to deliver a burger and a free Frosty. Okay, huge W. Nefny, are you a paid agent by Wendy's right now? Does this, because you have to legally, you have to say if your message includes paid promotion, but that's a huge W. Like people going out of their way to just be good people. That, like, I don't know. I frick with that because that's very important to me. I'm calling Riichi, not because I think that anyone else is going to deal in. I don't have a lot of respect for late game Riichis. You know what I mean? A late game Riichi is just, oh no, that's my tile. Oh man. Oh, okay. We might get last this game. We genuinely might get last this game. We're playing for third, by the way. Or we could also play for second. If we get okay, lock in, gamers. Genuinely lock in. If I get a 1 on hand, maybe. Oh, snap. Okay, kind of a good moment here, right? Sure. Bulging shape in the circle suit. Or are you just happy to see me? Pawn, a little bit of pawn. Really nice. What is my nut draw? Another 1 of circles. That is absolutely our nut draw. We need a pair in our hand somewhere, and I think 1 of circles is good. But if we win with a 1 on hand, we're in second. We're in third. If we win with a 2 on hand, we're in second. If I win with a 1 on hand, but it's a direct hit on a crossword, we're also in second. So a lot of good stuff could happen here. It's gonna be a little bit tricky. Duskalicious, it's been okay. It's been good today. It hasn't, you know, I'm not tasting ultimate despair or anything along those lines, you know? Yeah, I think good customer service is tough. Have I, and this is a job interview question, but have I ever gone out of my way to, holy frick, have I ever gone, oh my god, I'm 1 tile away from Tenpai. Have I ever gone out of my way to like make someone happy? I don't know. I feel like I must have. I feel like that's just kind of like the overachieving. Yeah, when I was like, oh my god, dude, when I did like Right Lord calls Riichi. Okay, hang on. We got a lot to think about. Genuinely, we have a lot to think about. If someone cuts 2 of circles, they just chi. 9 of circles is a totally safe tile. Do I ever cut Dora here? I don't think so, right? I could fold. 3, 5 of circles gone. I feel like these tiles are also like decently safe. This tile is also Suji Gaming. I feel like that's fine. Huge W, Vivian Westwind is a safe tile. If Right Lord sumos, we get to enjoy third, which I know it's not spectacular or whatever, but like, again, anything that isn't enjoying last place is a huge freaking W when you're playing Mahjong Soul. So like, if we just have to accept that, then we absolutely take those. when I was like interning at a podcast network, again, for $0.00, by the way. Am I supposed to do this or am I literally just supposed to fold? I have a million safe tiles that I could throw. I really just don't want to throw the red dragon. I know it's 99.99% okay. But I just don't want to have the most humiliating defeat of my life. And if that makes me a coward, so be it. I've dealt in with tiles like this before, and it feels so bad, like unbelievably bad to deal in with something like the red dragon in this situation. Anyway, when I was interning at a podcast company for $0.00, they were doing like a panel at Comic-Con, and so I edited together like manually, by the way, like word art of these funny clips from comedians, and like looking back on that, I was like, oh my god, I gave like a million late nights to that, and like it was kind of like. It was just, I think interning, first of all, I think interning, I mean, is a scam, right? Only certain people can afford to live while making zero money. So it's like kind of like a bridge for the privileged. Hang on, give me one sec. The air filter is going off right now, and I don't know why. I mean, I don't want left lord to win, and I don't want right lord to win. This is freaking out. Red dragon was safe all along. Shadow boxing demons. I have to turn off my air filter, but I have to discard a tile as well. Ah! I don't know why the air filter suddenly got mad at me. Maybe I'm being haunted right now. But yeah, it was just kind of regrettable, and that's just the honest truth of it. I think this is a safe tile. How do I feel about 7 of circles? I feel kind of okay about it. I don't think it was discarded. Oh, it might have been discarded after they called Riichi. Can I get a 1 in chat if it was discarded after? Or can I get a 2 in chat if it was discarded before they called Riichi? Does anybody remember? Because I think it was like this, Riichi, and then this. I'm not sure though. But also a gazillion 5s are gone. All the 5s are gone, and you don't have an 8-9. Gaming. I think this is gaming. Real gaming hours have started. How do I feel about this tile? All the 6s, all the king 6s, and all the king 7s are gone. 6, 7. Oh, I might lose this one. Oh my god, I might lose this one. Oh my god, I might not even be in Tenpai, and I might lose this one. Oh my freaking god, I might lose this one. Hang on. What? Let me pawn. I can't even get it. Ah! Lock in. We still got another chance. That's fricked up, by the way. That's fricked up. What? What? I can't go for orphans here. It's so sad. I genuinely can't. It's only 8 unique orphans, dude. No, there's no way that it's right. Go ahead and boo. Genuinely go ahead and boo. I think we are just supposed to try to win a C-win prevalent win only hand and get second. I know how sad that is. It's my ah! Ah! All I'm saying is you'd be singing a different tune if it was your elo on the line, okay? It's like a different vibe when it's your match points on the line. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna pawn the West Wind. No, am I? No, it's kind of the only pair I have in my hand. Half outside hand, you like that? Half outside hand is good. Oh, Yusong, you could have gone for 13 orphans. And then, oh, when someone calls Riichi, you never, and then we just never fold. And then, oh, we all have such a great time because we never fold. And then we deal into someone calling Riichi. We don't do that here. We absolutely don't do that here. No. We gotta play respectful Billy Bean Mahjong. Would we have had 4 little wins? Maybe. Right Lord calls Riichi. Okay. Oh, and then suddenly who's bricked up because they have a million safe tiles? 1 in chat if you're... No, don't answer that. But like who's extremely happy that they have 1.5 million safe tiles right now? Who up in the club? Who up in the club literally sobbing tears of joy because of the amount of safe tiles that they have, okay? He wants 4th so bad. don't. If this is a quiz on the Omegaverse, if this is a question on the Omegaverse quiz, give me needy beta. Give me needy beta any day of the week. I will happily don that mantle. If someone roned me off of the Southwind, I would have cried. Mongon. I need at least a Mongon. Yes! 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 Had they not called Riichi, they would have beaten me. Had they not called Riichi, they would have beaten me. Holy moly. Holy. We got so lucky this game. Like, this doesn't look like it, but this is like hidden, like crouching tiger, hidden luck. Like, that's so lucky. That is unbelievably lucky. Destroy Dora December. There is someone at Yostar that is a serious guardian angel for us right now. Left Lord just lost 250 elo because of an Aura Dora. I need everyone to listen right now. And at the end of this, type 1 in chat if you have, like, I need you to agree to the terms and conditions. I saved 250 points of elo by not going for 13 orphans. 1 in chat if you understand the terms and conditions. I'm genuinely upset about this, okay? I'm not that upset, but like I need us to come to an understanding, okay? Thank you so much. It's gonna be this is gonna be the last game that we play probably today, but wow. Thank you for joining me on Destroy Dora December so far. Having a lot of fun. On Friday we're gonna be back at 3 p.m. PST, but just on Twitch, okay? Just on Twitch, because it's not gonna be Zhang related. But still, hopefully, should be fun. We're either going to be playing a game about picking up leaves, or we're going to be playing Katamari. Either way, I think it's going to be a great time. 1 Saint level player, but they're kind of a monster. Okay. Vivi, thank you so much for the 3 months, and a very appropriate 3 months for enjoying 3rd place. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You son got any fun plans? I'm going to play some IRL Mahjong this weekend. I think that's going to be a little bit, I think that's going to be fun. I'm also gonna do some improv. I can't wait to do more improv. Here's the thing that I'm worried about. I think eventually I'll like do shows here in the city, and like I know I shouldn't dox myself, but I want people to be able to come to the shows. You know what I mean? So like I'll probably tell you about them, especially if it's like on a website somewhere. I don't know, but I'm also terrified, right? Like if I meet any members of this community while playing Mahjong, that's going to be a good time. Nothing can go wrong there. You know what I mean? Like, that's totally fine. But like, if I'm like, hey everyone, I'm going to do this improv show, and then people are kind enough to drive out or to Uber out and to come, and then it's a bad show, that's a rough one. You know what I mean? So I am a little scared. I haven't really decided on how to handle. Don't worry, none of these loner alphas will bother you. But maybe once they hear the call of a needy beta, then you know, oh woo, like then maybe that's how it starts. You know, I'll ask you to sign my Akador. I gotta clean my Mahjong tiles soon. I don't really know how, but there's like you're supposed to, because if you, I've seen Riichi Nomi post some photos where I don't know if they're just dunking all their tiles in like a bucket of water with a little bit of dish soap. Like I don't know what the protocol is, but you're supposed to clean them once in a while. The thing about the tiles that I think that I have, which is the Amos numbers set, we did an unboxing on the channel. If you haven't seen it, it's a good set, but like I think that like it's a fragile set, so I don't necessarily like want to like ruin it, if you know what I mean. Riichi, so not the greatest Riichi you're ever gonna see, but Riichi Dora, that's nothing to sneeze at. And if we sumo, this is like a 4-hand slapper, right? It's a 4-hand banger. If we sumo this hand, isn't this either like 7,700 or 7,900? Had we waited 1 turn, we would have been able to wait for a 6 or a 9. Maybe a little bit punished there. Why no chi? Honestly, the chi for the 6 of characters was like arguable. I think going for Tanya here is not necessarily a bad decision at all. And we're just kind of lucky that it kind of worked out for us. A crossword is not gonna roll over and die. They got something going on. It could be a white dragon, red 5 hand. I mean, I don't think we have 2 copies of the Dora, so it's really unlikely that they have the 2 remaining copies of the Dora. But they might be going for something right now, and that's absolutely their prerogative. Put tile in mouth and some mouthwash. But I do like cleaning. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. That's a dangerous tile. Luckily, it passes. Yippee. I do like the feeling, and I haven't done this in a while. Can I get a whoop whoop in chat if you also agree? I love the feeling of like, so you have like when you have a mechanical keyboard, you rip all the keys off of the mechanical keyboard and you put them into a big bowl with some warm water and dish soap, and then you shake them all around a little bit, and then you rinse them dry with some clean water, and then you dry them with a towel, and then you ka-chunk, and then you have to raw dog reality for a little bit, just being present and mindful as you put all the keys back. It's so good. It's actually just like so nice. You know what I mean? Like that type of cleaning is very, very satisfying. We called Riichi just to be in the game, but like that's fine. It is better to have Riichi and lost than not to have Riichi at all. Not a bad starting hand necessarily. I should have maybe waited a little bit to make that first decision. We have 3 shapes in the character suit. It's not amazing, right? Like, yeah, I was thinking for a second, like, oh, wouldn't it be nice to go for half flush? I don't know. I don't think that we have enough oomph to just YOLO send it for the half flush. I think we got to be a little bit flexible here. Simone Biles on the tumble mat. You know what I mean? It's stressful if you're dumb and you have blank keycaps. I like the aesthetic of the blank keycaps. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think I could ever do it. It's not like hey, I was playing a lot of like typing games in high school and middle school, I guess. I was doing a lot of those typing games where, anyway, the point is I got really good. I got really good at typing. So I'm not like looking down and typing, but I like seeing all the text. Because I think I would have like whatever the keyboard equivalent of face blindness is. I think I would just have a panic attack if I looked down and I saw nothing. You know what I mean? Just to be able to at a glance be like, oh yeah, that's where I should set my fingers. That's a nice feeling. You know what I mean? Mavis Beacons, Riichi Mahjong, exactly. I don't know what it was called, but it was a typing game. I don't know if it was Mavis Beacon, but I remember one was like it was awesome. You're on a spaceship and you have all these words flying at you, and then you got to type the words so your lasers blast them. Also, someone followed, and I apologize, I cannot read the name, but thank you so much for the follow. What's your WPM? Penguify. Okay, first of all, game recognized name. This is if you're the Penguify that I think that you are, game recognized game. But also, secondly, what's my WPM? It's not that high. I think it's like below 100. But we should end the stream with a little bit of a typing test. Or the next time that I call Riichi, I'm going to do a little bit of a typing test. Because I don't think it's that fast, but I don't think it's that slow either, okay? And I'm not making excuses. I'm feeling it's a little cold inside. So my fingers might not be that frosty, you know? WPM, W's per Mahjong. It was low for a little bit. When we were in the despair arc, the W's were at an all-time low. But now, thanks to our recent games, nature's genuinely healing. You know what I mean? I think that's the one that I learned to type with. I think I played something like that. It was kind of, if you were in a computer lab around 2001, that's the exact type of S that you were doing, and I was there for it, buddy. I loved being able to play games in the computer lab. That was like, I don't know, that and being able to do like free writing, I think those are my favorite times in school. Those hands down the best times. Playing gym class, gonna give it hard pass to that. Dealing into Right Lord, awesome. Pinfu, Akadora. Okay, all right. I mean, it's okay. I mean, if they called Riichi, I wouldn't have dealt in. I probably would have folded this hand. It's just an okay hand. But they didn't call Riichi, and I did deal it. But we're kind of grateful that they didn't call Riichi, right? It's not that painful as a result. Hop on kid pics? That can't be real. I don't feel good about saying that. I find it wild that 40 WPM is considered average speed. Look, all I'm saying is when someone's flaming you in League of Legends, you got to flame back fast. You know what I mean? It's like if you take a long time, if you're doing 40 WPM to flame them, that teenager's not gonna listen to you. You know? Loading Halo 1 off of community USB stick went hard. Wow, I never got to do that. But playing the you ever have a TI-84 graphing calculator? I don't know why I enunciated like that. English is not that much of a tonal language. You ever have a TI-84 graphing calculator and then you play the block guy game with it? Oh my god, those are great. I think school sucked so hard that like any pocket of gaming that you could do. If I had access to a phone nowadays, like I think I would be playing Mahjong in class. Like there's no way I wouldn't. I could just cut this. I'm just gonna cut the Dora. It's a risky maneuver. You know what I mean? But I think I like going for Tanya here. I mean, it is also spicy in the sense that if someone calls Riichi, this is gonna be the worst day of my life. It's like so bad. Yeah, it's really bad if someone calls Riichi because I don't know if you've noticed, we do not have very many safe tiles. That's the bad thing about going for Tanya. Is that suddenly Seymour is standing precariously. I don't know what we're typing 1 for, but I just got back from AFK. UFO, good tidings, good tidings. I think I'm folding this one. I'm nowhere close to Tempai. Maybe in a you know, if the stars absolutely align, we could get like a Riichi Pinfu Tanya Red 5. But like that's neither here nor there. You know, we can't be counting the birds that aren't in the bush. What is the expression? A bird in the Pinfu? I don't know, but it's counting chickens before they hatch, you know? Playing Mahjong Soul in class and one of those skins pop up when the teacher walks by. I will say, yeah, they were very strict about lewd stuff, which I think was a good thing. I remember like not a friend, but like a cool older kid one day in computer lab asked the teacher, hey, can we watch this YouTube video? It's Shakira's Hips Don't Lie. And the teacher was like, no. Like, absolutely not. And I get that, you know what I mean? I would, whoa, Right Lord calls Riichi. Hang on, I mean they've called Riichi for a long time. Inside Suji has never failed me. Okay. I mean, I didn't want to throw the White Dragon. White Dragon's still scary, even though it's once discarded. Riichi Sumo Pinfu. I mean, that's fine. Again, this is a very similar situation to the last hand, right? Where this time they did call Riichi, and now because of that Riichi, we were way more defensive. Now is the time for our dealer seat. This is the moment that we would like to finally have some good luck this game. Look, I'm not enjoying my time right now. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm having a great time streaming, but like this game is very losable. This game is like giga losable. We're in last place right now. There's South 1 through South 4 coming up, so it's not all bad necessarily, but it is kind of spicy, you know. Shakira advocating for drinking slowly so you don't get too drunk. Sips don't lie. So true, so true. Ooh, baby, when you run like that. I mean, now I'm just thinking of Nathan Fielder doing the dance. There's something wonderful about that video if you haven't seen it. It's one of the funniest videos that I've ever seen in my entire life. And the reason that it's funny is because it's Nathan Fielder earnestly dancing to Shakira's Hips Don't Lie. At least that's what I think it is. Because I think that we've all had very, very vulnerable moments like that. You know what I mean? Can I get a 1 in chat? And this is real. 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 Did you ever like Google how to do the Soulja Boy or like how to do like a popular dance at the time? Because I definitely did that. I was very, very lucky that my parents had like a. I mean, I could go for. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I was very lucky that in upstate New York we had a basement, so at least I could try to learn the Soulja Boy in like somewhat of a private moment. But you know, it's just like learning how to dance is like so freaking vulnerable. I did that a few months ago. Oh, the Dora! Ferreted for the Dora! I can't, right? 2 8s, 3 8s are gone. That's so sad what has happened. Oh! Ooh, baby, when you pun like that, you make your son go sad. To be one. Reading the signs of your manga. Okay, hang on. Am I ever allowed to cut 6 of bamboo? Oh, folks, this hand really does not look good. If Right Lord Sumo's a Mangon, I'm literally Burp, sorry. I'm literally in for it if Right Lord Sumo's a manga. I pay out the biggest dealer penalty you've ever seen in your entire life. So what do I want right now? Okay, I need someone to have the worst day of their lives. I need a Cross Lord to deal into Right Lord. I need Left Lord to deal into Right Lord. I need one of these things to happen. Oh, okay. Scary, but we see some copies of the 3 of characters, which is why I'm doing that. Why not play for the 5 there? I'm still in Furriton. You know what I mean? It's either we natty rip the 5 of bamboo. Don't get me wrong, possible, but scary. Or like if we end up waiting for it and we call Riichi, we're still in Furriton jail. And so I don't love the odds of that. You know, so I think it's just the odds were too low for me. It could still be right. Don't get me wrong, but at least for me, stylistically speaking, it's a little too funky for me. Yeah! Woo! Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing. You like that? I give Right Lord 3 Dora, and then I don't clean up the mess at all. I spilled some tea in the group chat, and I mute my phone. Okay, interesting start. Definitely an interesting start. What? Green Dragon 1 Dora? But there's a chance, right? Like if we draw a Red Dragon or a White Dragon, this thing pogs to high heaven. Okay! A little bit of an extra Dora. Now, I did, you know, people are going to boo me because I am going to immediately cut the White Dragon. But the only reason that I'm doing this is because I drew into another Dora, and now I really want this hand to go. I really want this hand to freaking slap, you know what I mean? Googling any dance is like a come to God moment. Yeah, absolutely. I think I am going to pawn this. I think I absolutely pawn that. Now, do I love the chances of drawing into the 4th and last copy? No. Do I love the chances of drawing into a 5 of circles? No, absolutely not. But, you know, I got a Mongon, and that's worth something. If the stars align, we can also... Oh, hang on. I shouldn't have done that. The 3 of bamboo, I think, is our pair. Okay, a crossover with the Con. This is so fricked up right now. This is genuinely messed up right now. I don't think I'm supposed to cheat that. Whoa. Okay, hang on. Is this even good for us? Green Dragon 4 Dora. It's still just a Mongon, but do you know what tile just goes so oingo boingo for us right now? If we draw into another 9 of bamboo, it's absolutely redonky donk. Like another 9 of bamboo. This hand is so bad now. All of my apes almost gone, right? 3 of my apes gone. So I need either Left Foot to drop the last remaining copy of the... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. This is just... I can't look. Soda Fan Bob, good tidings. I tried to teach my wife Mahjong, and she got into Furriton and has never forgiven me. How do I win her back? You got to get yourself into Furriton. You have to show that you're willing to put yourself in Furriton. And through that communal bonding experience, I think you'll be able to play Mahjong together once again. Conning when someone has 3 open Dora is ridiculous. I know, but they're a Saint 3-star player. Like, they must know something that I don't. Oh, or they're just tilted. Like, I don't know. They could be tilted out the wazoo, or they could... Or they know something that I don't. Okay. Go off, Queen. Okay, this is kind of interesting now. This is really interesting now. I do whatever it takes to get into Tenpai. I might have to call some pawns that I don't want to call pawn on. Holy. I don't think I need this. I'm on tonight. You know my pogs don't lie, and I'm starting to feel the pogs. Real slow. Can't you see, baby? I am Pogo. Oh. Oh! No clipping allowed. Wow. Are you... Actual no clipping allowed. Actually no clipping allowed. That's so sad. That was messed up. I mean, I don't think that we had high chances to win that round. I think our tiles were just a little bit too slow. Should I have folded? Yeesh. I could have folded. I have 3 Dora, though. Maybe that's what separates like a good player from a great player. The ability to fold 3 Dora. You like that? And with one single sentence, I said to chill up everyone's spine. Oh, but the lesson he took away from that is that he needs to fold even harder? Maybe. Absolutely maybe. Enel's good tidings. Discarded one of the pairs instead of the red 5s. No, that's not a bad play either, right? Yeah, red 5 is like a really spicy tile to get rid of in the late game. So maybe it's just too late for us to maybe it's just too late for us to discard a red 5. Emily posting, good tidings. Thank you so much for the follow. Good tidings, good tidings. Throw a tile someone won't ron you for. See, I skipped that chapter in Riichi Book 1, but now I got to do a reread of Riichi Book 1. Okay, this hand is interesting, right? There is a Riichi Pinfu 1 Dora hand buried in here somewhere, and so that's appealing to me. If I get into Tenpai, I slam the like and subscribe no matter what. I think I'm just at a point deficit. Don't get me wrong. We have South 3 coming up, right? And in the dealer seat, we can make some magic happen. Like, we can definitely have the epic comeback in the dealer seat. Okay, this is interesting. It's an interesting moment. If we draw into a 5 of circles, we can cut these tiles and go for a little bit of Tanya. There's also like a weird, you know, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8 San Chokler moment kind of going on. Oops! Oh, I'm so sorry. Is the greatest Tanya gamer to ever do it? Did they just log on? I'd make that chapter 1. Yeah, just be wary of tiles that other people can run you off of. Good. I mean, honestly, what did the wolf in Little Red Riding Hood say? All the less tiles to fool with, my dear. Like, genuine. I'm Little Red Riding Hood posting. I'm on tonight, you know my pogs don't lie. Riichi 1 Dora Tanya. I mean, I see enough of the 9s where I don't want to wait for the 6-9. Don't ron me. Yes! Okay, so do I expect anyone to throw 5 of circles? Maybe a crossword if they've lost their dang mind. I mean, they threw 3 of characters. That's interesting. Could always sumo Ipatsu, and he missed, and that's fine. There's still always there's always a chance. There's always money in the sumo stand. You know what I mean? Not only does sumo exist, sumo on the red 5 exists, and that's right. He is. These are statements uttered by the truly deranged. Like I'm believing in my heart of hearts that I could sumo on the red 5 as well. 8 of circles passed. I'm not waiting with a 6, 7. 6, 7. 2 of circles. Someone throw a 2 of circles. Someone set the sushi trap for me. When you're this good at Mahjong, you can mind control other people. Into doing your sushi traps for. Oh, really? Losing to all triplets is the worst feeling of. Losing to all triplets is such a bad feeling. Oh my god. Now I know how Corey felt. This is bad. This is genuinely bad. I'm getting owned right now, but I don't think I'm doing anything that bad. I don't mean to be, you know, dodging every opportunity to accept responsibility, but this, come on. Okay. Not a bad starting hand, but where have we heard this before? Dora is the 1 of characters. We can absolutely accept a 1 of characters. What do we want to see right now? We want to draw into a red dragon, and then we want to con the 4th copy. The reason why I'm losing it is because oh god, that's not what you want to see. I mean, it's okay, but oh, it's not looking good for us. It's not looking good for us. We just need value, right? And so calling a very goofy con, holy, okay, this is maybe okay. Do I call pawn here? Oh, I don't know if I necessarily call pawn here. Sometimes Mahjong is like jazz. Sometimes it's about the pawns that you don't call. But like I'm seeing the writing on the wall. Like if I do this and then I cut this, like it just doesn't feel good. Like, this hand just doesn't feel good. You know what I mean? Oh, God. Oh, no. I mean, I could, right? I could cut 6 of characters, maybe end up on a 5-8 weight in the Bamboo Suit. I just don't like that either. Maybe I am supposed to get down with the Cygnus and be okay with the 5-8 weight a little bit, but I just don't know if that's true. Oh, my God. Oh, thank you. Did the Bamboo Parade just fly into town? Believe in the heart of the tiles. That's true. I think I've forsaken the tiles a little bit. 7 of characters is the nut draw. No, what am I doing? I'm playing such bad Mahjong. 3 copies of the. I deserve it. I deserve this punishment. Me clocking into the dominatrix office. I deserve this punishment. Like, genuinely, I deserve this. No, the 8-9 is so bad. The 8-9 is like horrifically bad. 3 of the 7s are gone. That might as well be all of them, you know? Right Lord with the Riichi. Me with the Vinky. Okay. This is a tricky one to play. And by tricky, I mean exceptionally bad. A crossword is not going to fold. Oh, yeah. Real funny, by the way, asshole. Sorry. Getting intense. Sorry. Wheel 21, good tidings. Yo, Star, I apologize. What do you have? You have a full flush? Oh, and I have to. Of course I have to. I have no choice, Orin. Titus flipping out on the shores of Luca, being like, I have to follow you, Orin. I have to. Ah! God, I love this game. Rough. Yes. Wait, hang on. I gotta remember that I'm making. Wait, hang on. I gotta remember that I am making friends IRL at this present moment, and they might find the channel. The barking is just a joke. Okay. I mean, oh. We have another DLC coming up. That is the biggest cope that you're gonna hear tonight, folks. We have another DLC coming up. So that's something. But like that it also means nothing, dude. It just means nothing. It just oh good. Oh, you with the pair of you sorry, just losing it. You with a pair of the red dragons. Oh, here I have the third one. Yeah, because it would be freaking evil to give someone a pair and then never allow them to pawn, right? That would be like a wrong thing to do. That would be like a immoral thing to do. It's in moments like this that the needy betas are separated from the loner alphas. All right, fine. I'll get Mpreg. I'll just do it. Like this is. What do I want to do here? I mean, it's either I draw into 3 of characters, or if I draw into anything else here, I cut 2 of characters followed by 1 of characters. I just don't like this single tile weight. You know what I mean? What we lack in pure double sequence, we make up for in Pinfum. Suji. Oh my god, if that had Ron me, I would have quit Mahjong. I would have genuinely quit Mahjong. Show me 6 of bamboo. If there is a god, show me 6 of bamboo. I'm in Furitan! Well, I don't want to be a Green Day voice. I don't want to be a Furitan idiot. No. Don't want to be in Furitan right now. But Ron? Oh, God. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, no. It's going to be so hard to climb out of this deficit. Oh, the more points that Cross Lord and Left Lord get, the worse it is for me. Oh, my God. Oh. Okay, Copium, Red Dragon, immediately Red Dragon. All is to tell you this much, you're gonna love this if you're a little gremlin, okay? I don't mean you're a fan of Gigi Murrin. If you're a gremlin, you're gonna love this situation. If I draw into a 9 of bamboo, I will slam the con button. I just need some magic to happen. If I get the closed con, I will absolutely slam the closed con. This hand is okay, right? It's kind of like a Riichi only joint, but like, if I draw into another red dragon or something like that. Oh. Okay. I see you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm yorking it a little. I can't come to the fun right now. I'm greeting right now. I'm genuinely greeting right now. The Snipe, good tidings. Thank you so much for the prime. I really appreciate it. Seawind red. Ruff! You know when a dog is upset that they have the hiccups, so that they're barking at their own hiccups because they can't fathom what's going on? That's literally what happened to me because I have to burp because I've been drinking too much San Pellegroni. I'm greeting right now. The club can't even handle me right now, and I'm greeting right now. If I draw into another red dragon, how nasty would that be? Oh yeah, I'll give you one hint. Yeah, extremely nasty. Extremely nasty. I would love that. Red 5? Roxanne, you don't have to put out the red 5? Okay, he's the greediest little goober ever fathomed. He's the greediest little goober to ever do it. He's a go. Icon, by the way. Someone drop. Hey, where are we dropping, boys? The 9 of bamboo? No. Sorry, it took me so long to be like, no, I don't want to pawn that. There's something wrong with me. 9 of bamboo. Let me con. Con into 4 Dora. Con 4. See when prevalent win. 4 Dora. Red 5. 55 burgers. 55 Dora. 55 fries. And then I move into the dealer seat with momentum. With momentum. If I draw into the last key for Sutherland, by the way, I con that as well. I'm a desperate little needy beta right now, and I need Omegaverse style, and I need the value. I absolutely need the value. This stream is making me thirsty for Arantissiata Rosella. How much is San Pellegrino paying you? They're not paying me a damn dime. Wow. I do Bernie Sanders voice. I will not yield. I will not yield. I can't be yielding right now. I'm already losing. Run! John Alaska, thanks for dropping the resub. Thanks so much for the 5 months. I had to, because I also 2 Riichi sticks on the table. It's 7,200 points. Oh no, they didn't get to put out the Riichi stick. Whatever, 60, whatever. It's easier for me to get 3rd now. And that's very important. That is very important. This old boy's got some fight left in him. This old boy. Old boy. I'll take it. So long as it's not Rockstar, it's okay. Absolutely okay. Oh, why didn't that guy have to put his stick? It's because, okay, it's the minutia of Riichi Mahjong. But if you call Riichi and someone runs you off of that tile, it's technically, it's before the stick comes out. You know what I mean? It goes on the stack. No, that's just a Magic the Gathering meme. But basically, if you call a Riichi and then someone runs you off of that tile, they, you don't have to put out the Riichi stick. But if no one runs you off of that tile, then it's fair game. This is a really interesting hand. Because I want that pure double sequence, right? The sequence so nice, they pure doubled it twice. But, like, I don't... Like, Tenhou? You know what I mean? Ooh. Okay. This is kind of okay. Like, it's not amazing, but it is kind of okay. Dora is the 7 of bamboo. I literally have not thought once about the Dora, and that's on me. That is genuinely on me. Like these are my voice comms in League of Legends, and a jungler is ganking me. Okay, Right Lord calls Riichi. Do I con this? I mean, I really don't want to fold. But if Left Lord deals in, that's so good for me. I have 3 safe tiles. I don't think Left Lord's going to deal in. But if I con this, and then Right Lord sumos, it's so bad. Eggroll Eric, I don't know if I can con. Because there's also a world where I'm looking at this hand, and it's like, you know, Riichi Tenhou 7 pairs. Also a banger, a 9,600 point hand in the dealer seat. I know, I genuinely, this is how you know I'm serious. I'm like considering Riichi Tenhou 7 peasies. It's also like like some concealed triplets, you know what I mean? Oops. That's just, I mean, I don't know. They're not waiting with a 2-3. Some 5s are gone. That was all the thinking there. It's not a lot of thinking, by the way, okay? Imagine 4 Dora on the con. But even if we do that, like... Ruh-roh Raggy. I'm 1 tile away from Yakuman chance. I promise if we get it, I'll go. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Can I just be real with you? I don't know what I'm doing right now. When you don't play any defense, but it's fine. But this usually doesn't happen. Okay, so don't try this at home. This is only for bad boys. Like me. Frick my big chungus life. I don't know. I don't think I should have been pushing. Oh my god. Not the order. If I fold there, what? Then in South 4, like I only need a Mangon to come back, and now I need like a Sumo Hanemon. Ah! It's not a good starting hand. Oh man, I don't know. Oh man, So if we need Sumo Hanemon to get back into this game, I'm legally not allowed to call pawn here on the green DCs. And that's a real stinker. 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence. I kind of need the value, right? That's interesting. The rest of this hand is so bad. How bad is it? I genuinely don't know how to play. Riichi Green Dragon, Sanshoku, Sumo, 4 Han, and then I need to hit like 1 Dora. Okay, why is it kind of happening though? Okay. Genuinely fine. You know what I mean? Like Riichi Green Dragon, Sanshoku, Sumo, 1 Dora is Sumo Hanemon. Sure. Even if we just Riichi guaranteed Sanshoku, I'm okay with that. If we closed Khan as well, 2 chances at Dora, like, you're telling me I'd be upset at that? I would not be upset at that. I would absolutely not be upset at that. You know what I mean? What we really want to draw into is a green dragon. And with a green dragon, like, we can also try to go for, like, 4 concealed triplets or something. I know that's, like, a real meme-worthy thing to say, but, like, it's absolutely true. Green dragon draw here is kind of nuts. Closed Khan from 4 bamboo into 3 Dora. That's kind of nice. Yusong, why so serious? I can't chi there. I genuinely can't chi there. I need value. Yusong, if you don't chi the 3 of characters, there's only 2 left in the entire game. You're gonna lose everything. You're gonna lose the family farm. I know. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. I just don't know if it's better to go for Sanshoku or for 3 concealed. This is like asinine, but if left lord deals in, we get to live. If left lord deals in, because right lord just conned into Tanya 4 Dora, dealer seat 12k. No, it's still not enough, dude. How is it still not enough? Tanya 4 Dora, red 5? Like, I need them to have also red 5. I need them to also have Southwind in their hand. So I still need to play this. Oh, God. I still need to play this. Okay. Ah! We were due. They had 3 concealed triplets. Had someone else dealt in, yeah, they wouldn't have gotten the 3 concealed triplets. That's fine. Oh my God, how much is it? What's the damage? How much piss you need, Doc? Oh no, no! Ah! It's gonna do for today's video, folks. This is gonna do for today's stream. We're gonna be back on Friday just on Twitch. Thank you for all the support. Patreon is linked down below if you're interested in some bonus videos. Thanks for all the support on Destroy Dora December. Really appreciate it. That's fricked up. But I also don't think that I was playing my best. Typing test. I'll do a quick little typing test. Typing test. But I'm just gonna tell you. I'm literally just gonna tell you. 1 minute test, 1 minute typing test. Okay. Like Iceland's many ancient lava fields. You might notice something strange. The ground in front of you is steaming. Plumes of white steam rise from the ground. Iceland is covered with steam vents, and hot springs. Ah! The steam. I should be showing this. Okay, I'll show this on. I'll show this on stream. Hang on, give me 1 sec. I'll show this because this is. I think I'm actually quite. I think I'm a pretty decent typer. All right. Whoa. Don't show my email. Yeah. Email not shown. 1 minute typing test. Ah! When building collapse in future disasters, a robotic cockroach may be the new hero helping rescue. Disgusting as... I'm in my own head. I'm in my own head. 1/4 portion. We have autos correct now. Ah! 93 WPM. 93 WPM. Ah, my elo! My elo. All right, folks, that's gonna do it for the stream. I think I get it. I can probably get it over 100 if I lock in a little bit. I got a little in my head at the start. But it's not about the speed. You know what I mean? It's not about the size of the number. Okay, we're gonna be back just on Friday on Twitch at 3 p.m. Until then, please take care of yourself. Please be kind to yourself. I'll be in the Discord immediately after. Cascading Dreams and Plays, thanks for dropping the follows right at the end of the stream. I really appreciate it, okay? All right, please take care. I'll see you in the Discord, everyone, okay? Bye!